everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome. Welcome to the mid-week live stream. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Jacob. Brenda, Jenny Young, Natasha, Corey K, Tarima Caruso, Kari, Angie Unboxing, Vicente, Laurel Dockel, Rich Mitch, Jennifer Ashfield, and Carolyn Nebwab, Natasha, Brenda, Alaya Al Maktoum, Sukai Cosmica, Kimby, Hipasia. So many new names. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Kimby, hello, everybody. So, Mahones Kileki, how's it going? Oh my God, finally catch a live stream. Vicky from Texas, hi, hello, y'all. How's it going? Shelby J. Williams, finally caught a live. Hi, Jacob. With a D. Newbies welcome, says Debbie. Pirates love rum. Hi from the UK. Man, I love that name. Ooh, it's a little bit cold now. I know. Angela Downey. Hi. Isla, how's it going? Claudia Bowles, Adriana Zalchi Dvorak. Oh my gosh, so many people. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Love from Dubai, says Aliyah. Thank you so much. Love to you too. Claudia says, Happy Lunar New Year. Yes, everybody, as you can see, Happy Lunar New Year to everybody who celebrates the Lunar New Year. 'Tis today. Well, from yesterday and today, let's just say it's still happening, even though, anyway, Happy Lunar New Year. So here's, because I'm streaming a little bit late, actually. I was supposed to stream like 10 hours, but whatever. We have this gorgeous little sunrise. We have the snake, because it is the year of the snake. So you see, it's everything prepared. And I have my scarab, really heavy scarab brooch, which is not a snake, but it is about rebirth. The scarab, and this is why it's in gold, because the ancient Egyptians believed that a scarab regenerates itself like a god and, rolls those little pellets of poop, which is life. And they actually, from that death, inside of that poop are the eggs of the scarab, and they kind of emerge from within. It's like a little miracle. And just like the sun pops out every morning, the scarab also delivers the sun to us every morning. So this is about rebirth. We got over 100 people watching, 34 likes. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. We got one heck of a show today. So much happened between last Saturday when we live streamed last time, and today in the world, fashion-wise, but also, just drama-wise. A lot has happened, and there's so much to talk about today. So thumb up this live stream, you guys. Subscribe. We are on our way to 100,000 subbies. I cannot believe. Okay, first of all, thank you everybody for subscribing, because we are like, the amount of love coming in is amazing, and so many people are subscribing. We are growing so fast. Fingers crossed. If we go on this speed, we might make it to 100,000. Well, if we stay at this speed, it's going to take us 2 years. But if we speed it up a little, we might make it by the end of this year. So I'm always hoping for a miracle, just saying. And also, I would like to say my heart goes out to everybody, all the victims of the airplane crash that happened in Washington, D.C. just a couple of hours ago. It is the first time in American history, well, not the first time in history, but the first time in over 50 years, I believe, that a commercial airline, national commercial airline, crashes. And this is big news on every level, really, technological, of course, on a human level, but also for security, on a security level. And we've noticed with Boeing in general lately, there's been a lot of issues with everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So let's make that very clear. But there have been issues with Boeing airplanes lately. So this was not a Boeing airplane, by the way. But just saying, like, we've been dealing with news about airplanes having issues and crashing and stuff quite a bit in the past month. So to have this top it all off, and especially now at the beginning of the year with the new administration kicking in, and Medicare was blocked for everybody for a day, and then they wanted to cut the funds and for the regular folk and the regular people. And I mean, it's all a mess. And on top of all of that, you have an airplane crash in Washington. Y'all, I mean, it's a lot. It's really, really a lot. We had the fires in LA. We have the earthquakes. I mean, you guys, Anyway, we still have fashion. Hi, Zach. Good morning, Dacob. Hi, darlings. What a morning treat. Cheers, sweetie. Good morning. I hope you're healing. Shelby says, sorry for misspelling your name, Dacob. That's just how much I'm excited to catch a license. Don't you worry, sweetie. I'm used to it. People usually auto correct or whatever it's called. I won't call it auto tune. Auto correct always changes the D to the J. South Korean plane was on fire too, says V-Sense. Oh man, my heart goes out to the South Korean plane as well. Speaking of South Korea, I have been on a Korean kimchi binge lately. Okay, I'm trying to diet, but that's not working out for us. But anyway, like chicken breast, or just like lean cuisine chicken with no sauces added, nothing, just your pure protein chicken and kimchi. Ugh, it's the death of me. I really love the combination of the two. Let's see. Let's see how far it takes me and how long I'm going to be craving that, because my body, usually I eat stuff like in chunks. Like I eat one thing for like 4 or 5 days and then I'm like sick of it after that. But right now I'm in the chicken kimchi era. Chicken kimchi era. Yes, night owls. It is night time for me at least, or good morning for Europe. But I am feeling my night owlness. I was supposed to stream like 10, like I said, 10 or 15 hours ago. But then I did wake up on time. I did everything I needed to do. And then I collapsed. I fell asleep. I was like, let me take a nap. 5 hours later, I'm like, I wake up, when you wake up after a nap and you're like, but the nap was like 5 hours long and you're like, what the hell? Who am I? Where am I? So I had to recuperate myself. The Prince Charles, how's it going, sweetie? I would never fly on a Boeing plane. I mean, there's Boeing and Boeing, but the ones that are having issues, I wouldn't fly on those either, to be honest with you. Kipatia says, kimchi is so good. Have you tried it with rice noodles? Yes, I have. Love it. Love it. Love it. Joelle says, there's also a volcano off the Oregon coast, and that might go off sometime soon. Oh boy. Well, if that happens, you guys, nobody should fly because all those ashes are very dangerous for airplanes as well. Just letting you guys know, be very careful if you're planning to fly in this period in general in America. Be careful, y'all. Be careful because they're also, they're doing weird stuff with people and their passports and allegedly. Be careful. I love kimchi, says Jacob. Me too. I adore. Mrs. Lovely says, kimchi. Visual Witch says, kimchi is life. And actually, quite low calories. I also recommend konjac noodles. I love konjac noodles as well, and I do eat them from time to time. Pew, 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 pew. Kari says, is that the Egyptian scarab? Yes, it is from the Métier d'Art 2019 collection. You do look leaner than I last saw you. Skinny Legend, says Vicens. No, still a heifer. Still a heifer, but thank you. Fuchsia says, hi, y'all. Hi, Fuchsia. How's it going, sweetie? Fuchsia Floyd in the house. Robbie Lorraine says, hey, we call my nephew kimchi. I love that. I'm good that we're all agree. Everybody loves kimchi in the chats. That's really good. Yes. Hypatia, Team Super Naps. I can nap all the time, really. And when I feel a nap coming, like my eyes just close, like I can't. I can't, I'm not the person who can preserve the energy and be like, yeah, let me go on for another 5 hours. I'm like, no. I gotta stop here. Thank you very much. And I'm gone. Gone. Like a Teletubby. Hi, KXO. Hi, Dacob. Glad to catch a live. Hi, sweetie. Welcome, welcome. And Miki just says, thank you for posting. I'm a night owl too. Yep. Night owls in the house. This was a Black Hawk helicopter that collided with the airplane, says Corey K. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's insanity, you guys. No, really. I don't know what to tell you. And plus, I mean, and this is all like stuff we're not even touching base on the fashion. Because, we have stuff to talk about. Here's the thing. A lot has happened this week. And and also I want to say, welcome to all the new subscribers and followers. We say a lot of things in the channel. We have our lingo here. Don't get scared by the lingo. We because I've been live streaming. I mean, I've had this channel since 10 years, so obviously certain language, like you develop with time your own way of conversing in language. Arissa's Kuta Cat says, we'll go. That's exactly. Oh, Jacob, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you.
$10.43. Show some love to Dacob and thumb up the live. Heart.
Also, we have the tip from the end of last live stream, which we also wanted to play. Hold on a second. Let me find the right color. I think I want to do the yellow. Oh, no, we can't see really. No, maybe this yellow we can see. So I'm going to add Jacob to the Bubbles head, y'all. All the tips are going to Bubbles head. We are creating this gorgeous. She's going to be completely covered in tips as we move along. So we're going to add Jacob to the list, to the tippas. So basically the Wugo Wugo is actually something that was initially started off by Lovely Peaches when somebody in a live stream that she did years ago asked her a funny question like, what would you say if he said yes, something will go? And then her reaction was like she read it like super seriously as if it were a real question, and then she was like right, like she took it seriously. She was like thinking about it. So that with time, because I could never really remember the exact quote, what would you do if he said okay, so yes, we'll go, something like that, exactly. So Orisa, we developed, so with time we started using that, and it kind of shrunk into just, what would you do if he said, yes, we'll go? And I said, well, we'll go, would be my answer to that question. And then people were like trolling other celebrities. I mean, I remember there's a video of somebody trolling Adele in one of her Instagram live streams, and they asked her the same question. And she's like, Bibes, I don't know what you're saying, Bibes.
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
That's the original sound clip. That's the sound bite of Lovely Peaches. Can we hear that again, Bubbles?
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
It's the for me. So what would you do? Wait, can we hear that again, Bubbles? I can never remember.
What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go?
What would you do if you okay, so he said yes, we'll go? And so my answer is we'll go. And then the we'll go turned into basically something that we say a lot in the Fashion Bunker for literally anything and everything. And you can have a whole language developed with we'll go. Like we start a conversation like we'll go, and you go we'll go, and I say we'll go. See what I mean? Like we just need those two words, about that one word. Those two syllables literally define our society and our language of the day. We'll go. There you go. We even have if you're a tier 1 or a tier 2 member, you get access to special emojis, some of them being the we'll go emojis. Jacob, you are on the Bubbles cheek, baby. There you go. Oh, Terry! Thank you so much, my love. Wait, let me add Terry as well.
Teresa McGuire donated $35.
Terry is... Wait, hold on. Terry is... Oh my gosh, I can't get the marker out. Hold on. Got it. I'm going to do a pink one for Terry today. Woo! We're going to... Okay, so Terry I have on this side. Oh, let me add Terry on this side. No, I got Terry. Wait, let's add... Oh, Terry... okay, let's do it here. So that's the we'll go. And then we have obviously a lot of other like funny lingo things going on. But it's funny because people keep asking, like, what does it mean? And I did once film an explanation video, which we didn't post as an individual video, but it is part of one of the live streams. But that's what it is. That's the symbolism of it all. That's the symbolism of it all. We're adding Terry. Oh, man. That's the we'll go. I wonder what people are going to do, like, let's say, like 100 or 200 years from now when we're all gone, and if this channel still exists and somebody, like, watches it and they're like, what were these people saying? Terry, there you are. Thank you so much, Terry. Mwah. Wugo originally was would go then. Yes. Yes. Yes, it was. Originally it was would go. Exactly. That is correct. Adriana ZD. Thank you so much, my love. So generous. Thank
Adriana
you,
ZD
sweetie.
donated $100. Sorry, Dacob. I did not know you were live on YouTube today. No notification, so I am watching the reprise.
Thank you. So this was a tip that arrived at the end of last live stream, so we're playing it in this live stream as well. Fair is fair. Adriana, yeah, you know how YouTube is. We love you, YouTube. You're a gentle, lovely algorithm. You're a wonderful algorithm. Bitcoin, Birkin, Bitcoin. Thank you. Adriana, let me put Adriana here on the top of the head. And then we also developed the live-in ferret, die-in ferret. Now, that one was initially initiated by Pooja on Celebrity Big Brother. And, you know, when she was like, when they were having a fight about cleaning the kitchen, and the other chick was like, Pooja, what are you doing? You know? And then she's like, what do you mean? What am I doing? And then she wanted to attack the other girl with the mop. And she's like, you're asking for it. You're begging for it. You're dying for it. Get off my back. And so that turned into like, I'm living for it. I'm dying for it. And then Aish, who's one of the mods and friends of the Fashion Bunker, she at one point spelled it as like, you're dying for it, but like abbreviated. So for it became ferret. And then we developed the ferrets, the actual animal ferrets. So we have the live-in ferret, the pink one, and we have the die-in ferret, which is the green one. There you go. So for everybody who's new, I think maybe from time to time, you know, every couple of months, I kind of repeat the explanation of a couple of our lingos here. So everybody who's new also gets a chance to enjoy the craziness of the Fashion Bunker. And you also get to understand the fun fun. I mean, it's fun after you've used it a couple of times. Maybe if you're just hearing it for the first time, you think we're all crazy, and you wouldn't be wrong. But then again, it's fun to be crazy sometimes as well. You understand. I've also noticed lately, so we're going to get to all the shade. Wait, hold on. That's ZD, right? So let's, so I've noticed lately that so funny how these huge fans of Chanel have started to... Adriana, ZD. Thank you so much, sweetie. I've noticed how people have started to like, people have been buying Chanel and having little Chanel Instagram accounts, doing, only dressed up in Chanel from head to toe, this and that. Chanel is religion. Now they seem to be all up into Hermes's butt. How interesting. We see you. Oh, and also, my co-host. Hi. How's it going, sweetie darling? So we got the little Birkin here in the house. Hello. My co-host, IYKYK. Now, listen, Madame Birmingham in the house. IYKYK, for who has to know the IYKYK, that person knows. I'm not going to say any names. Because, listen, we've also changed the coordination of the shows. So now instead of having a pre-show for tier 1 and tier 2 members, tier 2 members and tier 2 patrons every weekend, tier 1 members and tier 1 patrons every first weekend of the month. Now, instead of doing a live stream before the main live stream, now we do a after show live stream, which is really cool. So you can join the after show, become a tier 2 member or patron. And basically when we finish the main show, usually on the weekends, when we finish the main show, then there's a whole other live stream for members. Get your access now to the tier 2 membership or patronage. And then we get more to the nitty gritty. And more tea is spilled. Also, names, darling, names. Stuff you can't really say in the main show because we want to keep it classy. Although, once a ratchet hoe, forever a ratchet hoe. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, there's that. But yeah, hi Avatar Primus. The brooch is beautiful. Is it Dior? Oh God, Avatar, no. Dior. No. We don't do that.
Of course, we're worried.
We're worried, Avatar. We are worried. This is Goussens for Chanel for the Métier d'Art 2019 collection. Karl Lagerfeld's last Métier d'Art collection before he left us too soon. And Elegant and Affluent Honey. Wait, who was talking about Anna Bay? Oh, that's a whole other can of worms. Anna Bay is now talking about End of Luxury as well. Suka says, I love when you give a nod to Anna Bay's elegant whatever ladies. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. What do we say about that? My elegant and affluent ladies. Girl, with those lips. Gorgeous. Thank you, Avatar. Thank you so much. I'm at your girl, but lately I'm ashamed of it. Listen, I love some of their perfumes. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to buy their fashion. No, I'm not going to give LVMH the money. No. Also, one of the reasons I got kind of grossed out. Well, we're going to talk about Bernard Arnault today. There is a topic that we're going to cover about LVMH and Louis Vuitton and Bernard Arnault. We're going to talk about it today. So there's that. But first, I want to begin with Chanel because there's a lot of things to talk about Chanel. So first, there's a price increase coming up. So let's film this one quickly. There's 200 people watching and there's only 75 likes. So let's get the likes rolling. Thank you, everybody. Thumb up the live stream because that helps the gentle and beautiful YouTube algorithm. We love you, YouTube algorithm. You are a gentle YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Yes, there's a price increase, you guys, and I want to film this video. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fragrant Bunker. So, breaking news, not really breaking news because it happens every so often. 'Tis the beginning of the year and Chanel is having a price increase. So, it is a price increase for their beauty range. So, we're talking skincare, makeup, perfumes. And now the price increase is coming in the US before it hits Europe. Let's get to the details. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week on my main channel. Come join the fun. Come join the chats. Hello to my co-chatters. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So I get intel a couple of weeks ago from a friend of mine saying, oh my gosh, Dacob, because you know how Chanel just released the 35 milliliter Les Exclusives perfume bottlets? Let's. Aren't these adorable? These are 35 mil. So like comparatively speaking, like this is the 75 mil. This is a 35 mil. So they released these beginning of the year. Technically, you could already get them before the end of the year if if your sales associate contacted you to tell you, hey, we got something in. But anyway, this is like a 2025 release, right? But now, so somebody wrote me and said, Dacob, did you know that like they just released these, but they're going to go up in price on the 1st of February and they're going to go up in price $40. I'm like, oh my God, they just released them. Are they going to have a price increase? Like 3 or 4 weeks after they release them? Apparently, yes. But then I talked to my sales associate and then we exchanged, the network opened up. I was asking people in different countries, like everybody was pitching in and chiming in. So now that we're really close to the price increase and I'm making this video today because it's the last moments left before the price increase. If you want to get something at the current prices, in Chanel Beauty, now is the time. If you want to get your perfumes, now is the time. There is some positive news in all of this. In the negativity, there's some positivity as well. I mean, a price increase is never positive, but some things are not going up in price. Some things are going up in price just a little bit. And some things are going up in price a lot. So it's a very interesting dynamic going on with Chanel at the moment. As we know, they have let go a ton of people in the United States of America. Their sales are not doing that well, apparently, in the fashion department, not so much in the beauty department, but the beauty department suffers when the fashion department suffers because, of course, they're connected. It's the same company. However, usually the fashion department always snobs the beauty department because they consider them to be inferior. So the beauty co-workers don't get all, the extra perks that the fashion people get, like, buying the fashion stuff and the baglets and the things for a better price and getting access to special, co-work employee sales and stuff like that. It's like, when it comes to the extra perks, the beauty peeps are treated inferior. But when it comes to, the fashion part of the company is having trouble, we're not selling that much anymore. Oh, well, then the beauty people are reined in and they have to suffer together with the fashion people. Then the company's unified all of a sudden, like all of a sudden you're going to get less commish, you're going to get a lower salary increase next year because the entire company suffered because the fashion department didn't sell as much. Okay, so now the beauty department is not going to get a proper salary increase. So that's when the beauty people are called in to be equal as their fashion colleagues. I see what you're doing, Chanel, but your beauty department is not equal when your fashion department is celebrating its victories. That's when they shit on the beauty department. That is not cool. Lina Nair, darling, didn't you say that you wanted to be a company that knows the name of every single worker you have? Is that why you're firing everybody? Because you're having difficulties remembering everybody's name? So you think it's better to just fire the people rather than remembering their name? Lina Nair, is that what we're doing, Miss CEO of Chanel? Talking about, doing it all for women, the company's for women, and yet you let a woman artistic director run from the company, and now you hired a man to be the artistic director of a company that was founded by a woman, coincidentally. Lina, I don't think you're doing a good job here, Miss Thing. Now, for the price increase, here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good thing is that a couple of things are not going up in price. So hunt them down because the things that are not going up in price are being discontinued or are limited editions that will not be reproduced once they sell out. And so here's the first step. The things that are not going up in price, in fact, I've received confirmation, are the little Les Exclusives 35 mil because they are limited edition and I've received notification they will not be making them again. At least for now, they will not be making them again. Will they re-release them down the line? Possibly. But here we go. These are not going up in price, so they're going to, at least in America, we're talking about America, so the set of 5 of these is $830 plus tax. It's already astronomical. Could you imagine these going up in price? Like, who the hell is going to buy them anymore? So it's $166 per bottle, okay? You can't buy a single bottle, you got to buy at least 5, but they're not going up in price because they are a limited edition. The sad news. Good news that it's not going up in price, but sad it's completely discontinued. The extraits of the Les Exclusives. The Les Exclusives extraits, the 15 milliliter splash bottles of Cuir de Russie, Bois d'Azil, number 22, Gardenia, Beige, Coromandel, Sycamore, 1932. Those extraits are no more. Which means they're going to sell whatever is left, whatever stock is left, and when it's done, it's done. If they don't sell them in time, you know how they have batch codes. So now they are sending back whatever perfumes have not sold with a batch code that begins with a 7, 6, and 7. Yes, they destroy. Talking about Chanel telling us, greenwashing us to believe, allegedly greenwashing us to believe that they're all sustainable. They send back all the makeup, skincare, perfume products with batch codes that begin with a 7. So next year, they're going to send back whatever's left over that begins with an 8. The year after that, they're going to send back everything that begins with a 9. So whatever extrait 15 milliliter perfume splash bottles from the Les Exclusives that they still have in stock now, with the batch code 6 and older, they will be sending it back to destroy. Whatever is a little bit younger will still stay available to sell, but hidden. You have to ask the sales associates in the beauty boutiques or at the fashion boutiques, hey, please, do you still have any exclusive, les exclusives, extraits left? If they do, they can sell them to you. They will not be going up in price. The current price of the les exclusives extraits in the United States is $305 for the 15 ml bottles. Those $305 will remain $305 for the continuing year now in 2025. However, there's just a few pieces left, and jersey is also available as an extrait, and they will be sending them back if nothing sells, right? But the price is not going up for those. So that's kind of good news. But the sad news is they are discontinued. Other really sad news is that Coco Noir Extrait and number 19 Extrait have been completely discontinued. You can't find them anywhere anymore, really. And you're very, 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 very lucky if you find a 15 ml number 19 Extrait anywhere. If you find it, my tip to you is buy it, because that will become a huge rarity. It's a part of Chanel history that is gone. Number 19, it's like the last perfume made during Coco Chanel's life. Henri Robert is the perfumer behind it, and they are discontinuing the extrait. They will still keep producing the eau de parfum and the eau de toilette, as well as the flanker poudré, but the concentration parfum is being discontinued. Now, here's the less bad news. Here's the stuff now. I'm going to tell you now the things that are not being discontinued, but are going up in price, but not so much. Okay, so the main fragrances, the main releases, not the Les Exclusives, not the Les Eaux range and collections, but just your regular, Cristal, Allure, Allure, Chanel No. 5, Coco Mademoiselle, Gabrielle, Egoiste, all of those mass release perfumes, they are going up in price, but just by a smidge. Like some are going up in price $3, $5, $10. Like we're talking, yes, it's bad that there's a price increase, but like as long as it's within that, you know what I mean, like $5 to $10, $15 price increase range, I'm like, okay, fine, I can handle. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like the 200 milliliter Chanel No. 5 Eau de Parfum that I unboxed a couple of months ago, that one currently costs $258. It's going to go up to, I think, $268 or $266. So it's going up like around about $10. You know what I'm saying? So, same for their makeup, for the regular makeup range and skincare. So it's not like this huge price increase like they do with their bags and stuff where like the price jumps from like $4,000 to $5,000 overnight. No, this is a different type of price increase. However, so we had the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the bad is the price increase. The ugly side of this price increase is the special collections. Here's where it hurts the most. I don't know for what reason and why Chanel treats their Les Eaux and their Les Exclusives collections as like leather goods. Huge increase on those. Huge. We're talking huge. So, my beloved Comet, which is almost empty, which is $500 now, it's going to go up to $540 on the 1st of February, plus tax. So after tax, it's $600 almost. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. So almost $50 markup on the Les Exclusives, 200 mils. The 75 mils, are going to go up to $350 a bottle. That's insanity as well. So what I did was, okay, I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to buy Chanel No. 5, Chanel No. 19 Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum, because the price increase, whatever, fine, those $5 to $10, okay. But, and hear me out on my girl math here, all of the other Les Exclusives were released prior to 2024, but Comet was released in 2024. So all of the Les Exclusives that were released prior to 2024, they existed under different pricing categories, right? So what does that mean? That means that, like, for example, Le Lion de Chanel, which was released around about 2020, 2021, it used to cost like $300, $350, $400. So it kind of hurts to buy Le Lion de Chanel at $500. It's going to hurt even more to purchase it at $540 or $550 plus tax after the price increase in the States. But Comet never existed before 2023 or before 2024. So my girl math leads me to think this way. Well, Comet was released for the first time ever at the price tag of $500 plus tax. So that's the price for Comet. Like, that's the price it always had. It was never cheaper than that in America, right? So my girl math is like, okay, if I'm going to stock up, I'm going to stock up on Comet because I can accept this price for this perfume because this perfume did not exist when the other Les Exclusives used to cost $300. So what I did is I bought a couple of backups this year because I was already back, because you can see how much I love this. It's like almost empty. So I bought a backup here. Just saying, you guys, hold on. Okay. So here's the thing and then I got some other stuff here too, but hold on, let me show you. Wait, hold on, you guys. Okay. So I got myself, because also I was thinking, I'm not going to order this online. So this is the packaging for the Lunar New Year. How beautiful is it? But I said to myself, I'm not going to order this online because the first edition of Comet was issued with an embossed box. And if you order it online, by now they might give you the brand new batch codes that don't have the embossed box anymore. So I definitely bought myself a new Comet, as you can see here, with the embossing. Oh man, I just love this perfume so much. So I definitely got myself a backup. This is like my third backup this year so far. And I did unbox one when the fires were all over LA. I was like running, I had to evacuate almost. So I had to unbox one of these. And in fact, I'm going to lift it up here because I packed it with me in my evacuation suitcase. So I do have a brand new unused bottle as well. So I have these two. This one is going to stay in its box for now because I have this one to use. This is batch code 9501. What a beauty. And this one, the first one that I ever used is 9401. So there you go. My Comet, I live for Comet, okay? So I definitely had to get myself the backup because, like I said, girl mathing here, Comet never existed in a price range under $500. But I don't think I want to buy Comet just like that after the price increase. So that hurts a lot. But the price increase is going to be really bad for the Les Exclusives range. I don't know why they are pushing the price increase so much on the Les Exclusives as opposed to all the other perfumes. Because mind you, in Europe, yes, they're also expensive, but not as expensive as in America because the 200 milliliter Les Exclusives cost €405. The euro and the dollar are almost the same. So they're almost like, it's almost $400. So there's a $100 markup in America as opposed to Europe already from the get-go. And now you're going to increase the prices another $40. That's insanity. Plus, you have to add taxes on top. In Europe, the tax is included. So the €405 is including tax. The $500 is excluding tax. Now, with the price increase, 1st of February coming in America, you're going to be paying after tax round about $600 for a bottle, which is almost €600, while the perfume is still going to cost €405 in Europe. So you're going to have €200 difference almost. Until the price increase doesn't happen in Europe. The price increase is going to happen in Europe towards the end of February. However, the exact date has not been confirmed yet. Chanel can postpone that price increase at any time. So we might wake up with a very, very unpleasant surprise on February 1st in Europe as well with a price increase on their website. Or you might get lucky in Europe and there's no price increase for another 2 or 3 weeks. But this is a problem because these are the best perfumes they have, right? I mean, I love my Chanel number 5, obviously, as well. I love all of their perfumes, but like, I live for the Les Exclusives. So what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Well, the good thing is that these little babies are not going up in price. So I think this is our saving grace. The little sets of the 535 mils, please keep producing them, Chanel, because they're not going up in price. Buy them. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. That's the way to go. If you're gonna purchase after the price increase, try getting the sets of the little ones. If you're gonna purchase before the price increase, then get yourself Comet or get yourself whichever big one you like. And I do prefer the big ones to these 75 mils because the sprayers are much better. These spray so beautifully. These kind of spit at you a little bit. The 75 mils have a little bit of a spitting spray. You gotta more difficult to use. So there's that. But I'm so happy that I got this. It feels right. You know, sometimes when you splurge on something and you spend a lot of money and you're like, oh, this feels a little bit awkward. I feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about this one. I don't. I really don't. Batch code 9502, by the way. So 99401, 9501, and 9502. It's right there. 9502. So we're going to leave this one sealed because I just unboxed the other one a couple of days ago for evacuation. And then I got this really fun little thing, but this is something that we can maybe do in one of those special live streams just for my members and patrons. Look at this. It's a deck of cards, you guys. It's a deck of cards. Now it's white. Now it's black. And it's a game. It's a sort of game. It's a sort of card game. I'm going to leave it on a cliffhanger. And it's an interesting game. You guess the perfume and I tell you who you are. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. So, you've been warned. It's a last minute warning because in America, the clock is ticking. The price increase is coming in like 3 days. In Europe, you have a little bit more time. I do fear that in Europe, the price increase is going to be quite dramatic as well. Also, very important to note, eau de cologne in Europe has a great price still. It's still cheaper than all the other eau de parfums. In America, they have equaled the price of the eau de cologne with the eau de parfum. So the 200 ml eau de cologne costs $500, just like Comet. In Europe, Comet costs 405 euro, but eau de cologne costs 345 euro, which is $345 or $350. In America, it's $500 plus tax, $550. So it's a $200 difference in price between the European eau de cologne and the American eau de cologne. $200 difference. I have a sneaky suspicion that Chanel in Europe, in this next price increase, is going to up the price of eau de cologne to equal it to the price of the other Les Exclusives. I just have this sneaky suspicion. I cannot confirm this 100%, but if this happens and you love eau de cologne, buy it now in Europe. Because if they push this one up all the way to 400, I don't know, because in Europe, the price increase might be from 405 euro to like 450 for the 200 mils. And they might jump this one up from 345 to 450. So this one might, it is not certain, but it might get a €100 price increase, right? If they equal the price to the eau de parfums like they did in America about a year ago. To note in all of this is that, oh my God, how much I love this perfume, is that you have to kind of figure out how you want to go about this. I think that because I was asking, so they made these little 35 mils cost the same in Europe already. So that means that the eau de cologne in Europe of the 35 mil costs the same as the eau de parfum 35 mil of Jersey, for example. And if that isn't an indicator that they're going to also equal the prices of the 75 mils and the 200 mils of eau de cologne, with the eau de parfums, I don't know what else is. So be careful with that. If you love your eau de cologne, I highly recommend you buy it now. For €345, that's a steal, in my opinion. And if you're in Japan, even better. In Japan, with the terrible yen exchange rate currently, it's 305 or €310 for a bottle of eau de cologne. So if you're in Japan now, girl, buy the whole collection because that's the best price in the world currently. Okay, so there you go. You've been warned. Enjoy your Chanel. Have fun, you guys. And these perfumes, for me, they are the last standing stronghold of Chanel heritage, and their camellias. I love their camellias, okay? But their perfumes, their les exclusives, their regular, Chanel number 519, Cristal, Allure, those are for me the pillars that keep the heart beating, the Chanel heart beating still to this day, in my humble opinion, okay? And a few Goussons, costume jewelry items, but other than that, Lena did a tabula rasa with Chanel in the worst way possible, allegedly, and just in my opinion. So this is why, for me, the perfumes are still something that is worth, for me at least, the effort and the tears, sweat, and exhaustion with the price increases. I'm still going to keep buying the Les Exclusives because to me, they are just the most beautiful perfumes ever made. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Will you still be buying Chanel Les Exclusives after the price increase or no? Or have you already stopped a long time ago purchasing them? And what about the other main releases? Like, number 5 and stuff, they're going to get a tiny price increase. Is that okay with you or is it also that bad? And also, huge question, will you be trying to hunt down the already now discontinued extraits that are not going to get a price increase, or are you just going to let them go? Let me know down below. Love you loads. Subscribe, thumb up the video, and never give up on love. Bye. We got 300 people watching, 130 likes. Thumb up the live stream, guys. Let me just put the perfume back in. So, so that's how it goes. And obviously, I have Chanel. I have Chanel people watching, so I have to also be careful what I say, what I share. So, but I only share what I know for sure and what I can share. And I can share that there is a price increase, right? But anyway, and I can share with you that I love their perfumes so much. I suffer every time there's a price increase, but at the same time, I'm like, I love them so much. Oh, thank you, Nata Dita. That scarab is so precious. Thank you. Yes, Dacob, darling, are you going to discuss yesterday's show? Mrs. Lovely, we are going to review Chanel's show. It's Lunar New Year. Let's give away 5 memberships. I'm going to give away 5 memberships to 5 lucky viewers right now and subscribers in the chat. We're going to give away, to celebrate the Lunar New Year, 5 Super Dacob memberships. Hit it, Bubbles. You got to opt in to receive gifts. There you go. Stacy's Crossing was gifted a membership by Super D. KK was gifted a membership by Super D. Pow. The confetti isn't working. Hold on. Okay, now they're working again. Let's do this again. Stacy Crossing was gifted a membership by Super D. KK was gifted a membership by Super D. Anna Christina was gifted a membership by Super D. Ronnie Rose was gifted a membership by Super D. And Cowgirl Princess was gifted a membership by Super D. Thank you so much, you guys, for accepting the giftations. And SZG Production just gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships as well. Thank you so much, SZG Production. Rich Mitch was gifted a membership by SZG Production. Debbie was gifted. Alaya M was gifted a membership by SZG Production. Debbie was gifted a membership by SZG Production. Teresa E was gifted a membership by SDG Production. And Baby Firefly was gifted a membership by SDG Production. Thank you so much, SDG Production, for gifting 5 Super Dacob memberships. And to all the new Tier 1 members, start using your emojis. And enjoy, you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Congrats, everybody. Mwah. Happy Lunar New Year, everybody. Let me freshen up my makeup. I want to ask Rich Mitch, who also has a wonderful, by the way, a perfume channel. So go subscribe to Rich Mitch as well. Rich, are you planning on getting you're probably not because you're not that a fan of Chanel perfumes, but are you planning on getting the set of the 5 little 35 mils? Because I think I'm the only crazy person who actually is buying them. Nobody else. You know what I mean? Everybody else thinks it's crazy, the price. Because it is crazy. No, it's okay to say that it's a crazy price because, yeah, I agree. It's crazy. Oh, Alaya M says, I'm planning on getting the set. I'm so excited. I'm so excited too for you because it's on another level of fun. I want them in my Birkin. Oh, nice. Oh, next Rayman is going to get them. Do you think there will be also clothing price increase when Blazy arrives? Yes, there will. There will be a clothing price increase before Blazy arrives. And after. Of course there will. Of course there will. Hold on a second. So what did we do? We did the price increase. Okay. Now, news. Does anybody know who Glen Martens is? Oh my gosh, what is on my nose? Hold on, where's the scissors? Glen Martens, anybody? Rich Mitch says, I think the 35 mils are fantastic. There's a couple people I have seen. I'm still trying to decide to get the set. I'd be better if they were 50 mils for the price. But Rich Mitch, I also, with a friend of mine, I split one box as well. So you could gather 2 or 3 people together, and that way you can get just your favorite one. You know what I mean? If you just want 1 bottle or just 2 bottles. That's a good way of doing it. Diva on a budget, how's it going, sweetie? Hello, handsome. Sorry I'm late. I had to fight over 4K people on the Coach Outlet Denim Drop website, but I made it through in one piece. Oh my gosh, that sounds so exhausting. Did you get the item you wanted? Coach is really desirable these days, you guys. Yes, he did, Jenny. He went to Margiela. I just have to find out. Wait, is there something that I wanted to talk about him in particular? About his brand or something? Glen Martens. Let's cue in Glen Martens. Are we filming this? No, nobody's going to want to know. Anyway, this is Glen Martens. So, okay, here's the joke. John Galliano, who is one of the most famous living designers we still have, he leaves Marta Margiela. John Galliano leaves. And this is who they hire after John Galliano. What, they don't have money to hire somebody more famous? Maybe he's amazing. But then I checked out his website. Maybe he's good for Margiela, but okay, anyway, so he has a website, Glen Martens, notjustlabel.com. About me, he says, originating from Bruges or Bruges, however you pronounce it, Belgium, Glen Martens graduated first in his class from the internationally acclaimed Fashion Institute, the Royal Academy of Fine Arts, Antwerp. During his final year in 2008, he was recruited for Jean-Paul Gaultier as a junior designer for the women's pre-collection, in addition to the men's label G2, and has since been based in Paris. In mid-2010, after a successful run as first assistant to independent designer Johann Serfati, Martens decided to work independently on various high-profile projects affiliated with several European brands, which include Weekday, which belongs to H&M, by the way. So, we're going from Antwerp College, Royal College, to working for Gaultier, to working for Weekday, to working for Margiela. Tarima says, ooh, Dacob, that face when you said I checked his website. Cha. Adriana says, he looks like a surfer dude. Yeah, dude. Cowabunga. So anyway, so he went to work for H&M and Honest by Bruno Peters. In February 2012, Martens has launched his women's wear line under the name Glen Martens during Paris Fashion Week. Graphic tailoring woven into structural eleganza characterizes this line. His debut autumn-winter collection bridges a technical background and emotional atmosphere with a straightforward look, culminating in architectural cuts that boast a comfortable fit. The foundation of Glen Martens resides and relies on transcendent versatility. Cha. So yeah. Deborah says, oh, this guy, isn't he a bit obsessive? Deborah, you said it, I read it. Debbie says it's Ken. Well, in this picture, I mean, Ken. Sure. H&M, another fast fashion design element. Good luck, Marta Margiela. I know, Tarima. Good luck, Marta Margiela, because like, whoa, we'll go. So there's that news. Rich Mitch says, I've split a few boxes in my time. You best believe, Rich Mitch. And H&M, another fast fashion designer. Diva on a Budget says, yes, humbly speaking, yes, I was able to order every item I wanted thanks to my hubby ordering half on his phone and myself ordering half of the items on my phone because the website kept crashing. Well, congratulations, Diva on a Budget. I'm super glad you got all the Coach items you wanted. Are they the ones like with cherries and stuff? No, because that launch already happened. So it has to be something new. Oh, did you get the oversized? Are they launching the oversized bags now? Those were kind of cute. I wouldn't wear them because, like, where would I wear them to? But they're cute. You know what I wore just the other day? And I actually kept it here with me. I kept it here with me because we're going to review the Chanel fashion show, the haute couture fashion show. So I want a little bit, a little Chanelisms going on, right? But I've been wearing this little baglet the other day. Yeah, it has a double C, I know, but it is what it is. I went to Chanel to buy Comet, so obviously, but I love this bag so much. I got this from the Korean, talking about kimchi, right? Earlier on in the live stream. This was part of the Korea cruise collection in 2016. 2016 or 17? 2016. So this is a very, very special bag because this is a chevron, which is rare for Chanel to do these days, and it's a tiny chevron, and especially rare because it is a de-stressed lambskin. This is a lambskin. This is not a calf skin. So it's a very, very, very particular leather. I love this one so much. It's a dry type of leather, but it's a de-stressed lambskin. And since, I was thinking about like explaining to all the new peeps who are joining the fashion bunker, explaining a little bit like what the Wugo Wugo means, live in fair, die in fair. And I also thought to myself, a lot of people have not seen my older videos. I've done the unboxing and review of this bag back in 2016. But somebody who's joining the channel just now, you might have not watched those older videos. So I thought to myself, let me from time to time reintroduce some of my lovely bags that I loved and collected so much, and that I still love to this day, that I collected in the span of these 10 years. Because unlike other luxury YouTubers, you're not going to see me vlogging to sell you shit. Because when I buy something, I know exactly what I want and I love it forever. Okay. So anyway, let me show you how it looks. So this is kind of how it's stitched with the chevron. So you don't really see the crackled, de-stressed lambskin leather. But when I open it on the inside, you're going to see, because here we don't have the stitching. So you get to see the whole texture of the leather. Look at this gorgeous texture. It looks like almost like silk or waves of the ocean. And it's just so delicious, you guys. The inside, so you can see how the texture is of this de-stressed lambskin. Keeps changing color too, because it's reflecting color. So the leather looks good. Yes. I mean, a lot of people bought these bags. They were released in a lot of different colorways. like when they were first released, and some people really used and abused their bags. So some of these don't look good anymore today, but I've taken really good care of mine, as good as I could take care. I mean, there's some use on the leather because it rubs against these metal rings, because it rubs against it. So the leather has some use, but I'm fine with it now. It's almost 10 years old now, this bag. So, Diva on a Budget says, handsome, very nice Chanel handbag. The shade, not in Vogue, says the shade, I'm telling ya. No. But here's another thing. So they don't make this one anymore. And I also like that it does not have a pocket in the back because it doesn't ruin this beautiful chevron pattern. Of course, they did that to save a little bit on production costs, obviously, because you don't have to add the pocket. But I love the fact that there's no pocket because there's like no stitches here. So it doesn't kind of hit or get caught in my clothes when I wear it. So I personally really like the fact that this one does not have a pocket. I have enough Chanel bags that have pockets in the back, but I like that this one has that simplicity. Look at that gorgeous pattern. At the bottom, you get to see that de-stressed lambskin pattern as well. So they've never done this leather since. It was really a special one-off thing. They've made these in this size, and there's also smaller size, like from here to here, maybe. Like a mini version of this one. So anyway, love it to bits. One of my most used Chanel bags, actually. I do have the Timeless Classic double flap, the 255 reissue double flaps. I have all the classics. Those I'm a little bit more wary to use because they're more expensive. But this one has been so easy to use, and the fact that it doesn't have a double flap, so easy to get in and out of as well. Diva Abach says, yes, handsome. That was the handbag that I wanted, the oversized signature denim handbag, and hubby got it for me. Oversized signature denim? What do you mean you wanted this bag in denim? This bag doesn't exist in denim. Or you mean just at that size? Oversized signature denim. Oh, no, Deborah's, no, you mean the Coach? The oversized Coach. Okay, sorry. So we're talking about Coach now. Yes. Coach launched the oversized bags. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, my bad. I'm already like 3 steps ahead. Dacob, if I remember right, you don't like Schiaparelli now, but why? I don't like Schiaparelli because I don't like Daniel Dingleberry. Oh my God, he's so full of himself. I'm sorry, you guys, but whoever falls for his, for his like humbleness, he's the son of a preacher man. His father was a preacher in Texas. I just watched an interview. He just won some award somewhere. Or what did he do? He gave some speech, some lecture. He's teaching students. Oh, Lars, thank you. Lars is a beautiful bag, timeless beauty, and not even that long ago. And look how far we've come since then. I'd really love to wear this treasure. Oh, Lars, you're always so kind to me. Thank you. Very kind. Here's the thing. Did you guys see? I watched it on YouTube just yesterday. Daniel Dingleberry. I call him Dingleberry. So he's talking to this lady who is, did they give him an award or what? And did they give him an award? What happened? I can't remember. I'm not going to look for it now because I'll probably not find it. But the interview was him and girl. Daniel, hold on. Schiaparelli's Dreamweaver, Daniel Roseberry on creativity. And that was the 2024 CFDA International Designer of the Year and winner of the 2024 Neiman Marcus Award for Creative Impact in the field of fashion is here. As artistic director of Schiaparelli, Daniel Roseberry has vaulted the iconic couture house to new heights and brought the creative legacy of Elsa Schiaparelli to a whole new generation. I'm just reading the description underneath that video. For SCAD students, he's an undeniable voice and a true model for excellence in design and character. Now, here's the thing. Right? So here's, like, this is the... the scene of them two talking. So so you guys, when you watch the video, you can actually see what I'm talking about. It's the video where they're sitting at a table like this. It's him talking to her. Okay, so now you know. Now here's the thing. In this interview, at one point, if you know how to read between the lines, you know, hi Mahora, how's it going, sweetie? You know, you know, because she's telling him like, oh, you are focusing more on one aspect of the archives of Schiaparelli, of Elsa. He says to that, yes, I am being very, very cautious to introduce more evolution of her creativity in my vision of Schiaparelli. I'm being very, very cautious to very slowly introduce more elements. I'm very strategically doing this very slowly. She says, good that you're doing this. Also, Elsa Schiaparelli is most famous for her collaboration with artists like Salvador Dali, in primis, Jean Cocteau. And of course he says, yes. And then he says, yes, of course, those are the famous items. I'm trying to stay away from them. You know, being modest, being humble. And then he says, but she is now collaborating with me. I'm that artist. Full of yourself, like only an American can be when they give interviews. Zero humbleness. And that's when I was like, gotcha. That's exactly the moment. You're so full of yourself. Disgusting. But then he goes back to, he realizes what he does. And then he goes back to being like, oh, the voice is so low. And I'm like very calm. And you know, I'm just wearing this regular shirt. And, you know, everything is about like, I'm in my thoughts. And I'm like, girl, just the way you're trimming your beard means you are so narcissistic. To have that perfect beard means you spend hours on it. Hours. You are so in love with yourself. So in love with yourself. I'm just sorry. No, we're done here. I don't like people like that. I really don't. I don't. I never did and I never will. You know, you can't, I see right through you. You can't fake to be humble with me. There's no fucking way on planet Earth that you can fake it with me and that I won't realize who you is. Okay, allegedly. So that's why I don't like him. I don't like what he does. I don't like his attitude. I don't even like, and his sister trying desperately to do a TikTok account, and she tries to do her own art, but she's not famous, but her brother is. So he keeps sending her gifts from Schiaparelli and she shows them on her TikTok videos, but like nobody cares for her art. Oh man, it's so sad. I can't even. Really, it's really, it depresses me just to talk about it. Honestly. So sad. So sad. But I wish them luck. I wish Dingleberry, the sister, and Schiaparelli all the luck in the world, you know. It just really, but then, you know, Susie Menkes, then she goes and gives like, says, oh my God, you've saved the haute couture of France. I'm like, Susie, it's time for ya to retire because you've been doing weird stuff lately, Susie. You've been doing weird stuff. You've been doing weird stuff. Just saying. And some of the weird stuff she did just a couple of days ago on her Instagram account, praising the dress of certain people. So there you go. Does that answer your question? He's kind of like Lagerfeld, but a bit more shy. He is not like Lagerfeld. Are you kidding me? No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because Carl was an asshole. And he was not afraid to be an asshole. He would tell it to your face. He was like, you know, if he loved you, he loved you. If he didn't love you, he didn't love you. If he had something to say, he would say it. And he would not regret it. This little weasel, he's very careful. He's very careful. He's manipulative, calculative, politically correct. Every step of the way that he does in a very calculated way. And then the way he presents him, I mean, Carl, look, I mean, when Carl got a little bit older, it's not like he cared about his looks. He was, when he was younger, Carl was a beefcake. Did you know that, guys? Right? I mean, Carl went to the gym. Carl was lifting weights. I mean, Carl looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, Carl could have been Conan the Barbarian. I mean, it was so funny to see photos of Carl in his younger days. And then later he got like all round and chubby, and then he lost all that weight, but he didn't care. He fluffed up his hair, made it white with a ponytail. He was not Carl was flamboyant. Carl was not playing with, yo, bruh, mask for mask on Grindr. You know what I mean? But Dingleberry, oh, he's playing that I'm a man. I'm a lumberjack type of guy. I'm gonna wear my fleece, tartan shirt with my jeans, and my male shoes. And I'm gonna go hiking in nature, and we're gonna do everything raw, baby. A little bit of spit and call it a day. That vibe. But then you're doing cutesy, gold, detailed haute couture. Who the hell are you fooling, dude? Who are you fooling? He's pulling Raw Dog and Debbie, Raw Dog, and he's pulling the Tom Ford shtick. Another Texan, coincidentally, okay? Another gay sister trying to pull off mask for mask. What is it with Texas gays? Now, a lot of them are amazing, but a lot of them are also very much like, oh, bro. So, yeah, I'm a man of very few words. And I mean, Tom Ford, when he goes into his Tom Ford voice, and he's very precise, and it's all about precision, and it's all about definition, and he is very masculine. Tom Ford will never skip a beat. He will always show you the direction. He is direction. So I'm telling you, please, and Dingleberry, son of a preacher, man, from the church, came from Texas to Europe. Girl, we have luggage. We have psychological luggage. Now, am I saying that's a bad thing? Absolutely not. I think that is actually very interesting. I think the fact that people like that have a lot of luggage is really great for their storyline. It's really great for their evolution. They can actually use that to their advantage to create really interesting art. But do I feel as though Dingleberry is doing that, is using all of his luggage to create art? No, I don't feel that. I feel he's hiding it. I feel he's hiding and he's trying to show something that he is not. And that friction that I feel whenever I watch his work and I see his interviews, that friction is what irritates the shit out of me, and I don't want to deal with him. In other words, my dears, he does not come across as honest to me. And his lack of honesty is what makes me despise whatever I see from him. Does that make any sense to you? Are we clear? Do we understand? No. We'll go. Okay, why can't he be mask for mask and have a feminine side in his artistry? Oh, Antonio. Sei Italiano? Or is just the name Italian? Why can't he be mask for mask and have a feminine side in his artistry? Where to begin? Where to begin? Being mask for mask is the fake part. Living out your femininity through your artistry is the honest part. But who said that what he's doing for Schiaparelli looks feminine? You said it. I never did. I'm not saying that he's living out his femininity through his artistry. I never said it, not once. Because I don't believe that he's living out his femininity through his artistry. I don't believe that for a second. I think he's trying to act out his mask for maskness through his artistry, as well as through his behavior at the table in a conversation. You see? So, sorry, I don't think that it is fair to not accept the fact that he's incredibly talented. Armen Barsegyan, there's no fact here. You can't say for a fact that he is talented. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not fact. You can have the opinion that he's talented. You can have the opinion that he's incredibly talented. I don't share your opinion. I don't think he's talented at all. Not at all. So, and also, Ottoman, I didn't say he's a bad person. You misunderstood me there as well. I never said he's a bad person. I don't know him. I don't know if he's a good or a bad person. If you know him personally, hey, then you can maybe have more of a decision-making power there to say if he's a good or bad person. I'm just telling you the energy I get from him in interviews and the energy I get from his collections, it's not working for me. It's a terrible clash for me. So it's an opinion. Now, here's the thing. The world doesn't care for in-depth discussion, in-depth assessment of the situation, psychological. We're a very superficial society, people. We are very superficial. We don't care. We don't care. We don't give two shits about any in-depth conversation that goes beyond that. How's it going today? Bye. So here's what it is. Here's what it is. We're in a position where people don't even notice the psychological friction that's going on there because people don't care to notice. They stay in the surface. They're fine with the superficial. Looks cute enough. The Jenners, yeah, Kylie and whatever the other hoes are called, you know, they just, we'll go. So it's fine. Let's enjoy it. No, that's not me. I need the psychology. I need to know more if I'm to really love a brand, if I'm to love something. As superficial as fashion is, I don't behave that way. I need to have more depth in order to respect something, in order to want something, in order to want to spend my hard-earned coin on something. I need to believe in it. And something about him doesn't make me believe in him. Just saying. But like I said, it's just my opinion. And as my grandmother used to say, you know, opinions, what does she say? Opinions are like shit. Everybody has one. You know. Hi, CEOMG. My first live here, Superficial Grows. Hey, sweetie. I read your comment on my channel a couple of, an hour ago or something. You said, like, I can't pinpoint your accent, honey. Nobody can. That's the mystery. But glad you're here with us now. Glad you're in the lives. Dacob is on point, says SCG Production. And also, thank you so much, SCG Production. By the way, you guys, you know we can go really deep if we want to. We can also stay superficial and make jokes about farts and stuff all the time. I'm game for all of that. And also, I'm not starting any beef with anybody in the chats here. Just saying. But I'm keeping it mighty real. Mighty real. We throw adjectives around as if they were sugar-coated candy. And all of us are going to end up with cavities and diabetes here. Throwing these adjectives and superlatives around, you know, like saying, oh my God, that designer is a genius. That designer is extremely talented. No, they're not. No, they're not. They might be selling a lot, and there might not be somebody who is more extravagant than they are at the moment. But that doesn't make them talented. That just shows you how poor the fashion world is at the moment. When we are left with saying that Dingleberry at Schiaparelli is the end-all be-all, that is so sad to me, because the stuff he's doing, I've seen it done a gazillion times before in the 90s and in the 80s. He's not doing anything new. He's not doing anything better than it was done before. He's just copying and pasting and doing something in gold and a lot of, that baroque vibes that no other brand really dares to do at the moment because it doesn't sell so well. So he's lucky that he's doing it in a moment when others are not doing it, so that he actually has a niche of the market, so that he actually gets an opportunity to sell the stuff that he's doing for Schiaparelli. But if everybody started doing that baroque vibe, he would disappear. Because then you would notice that other designers actually do what he's trying to do much better than he's doing it. But since nobody else is doing what he's doing right now, we all live in the illusion, oh, he's doing it, he's really talented. No, it's just that the owners of the brand are giving him the right to be a little bit more flamboyant in his art and his artistry than other artistic directors are allowed to be in other brands. And so we are left with this situation where of all of these famous Parisian brands, he's the only one, and Schiaparelli is the only brand that is actually doing this 90s style gold hammered pieces, with leather shaped in the body shape. It's all shit that has been done before. And he's not doing it better than anybody else has done it in the past. It's just that currently in this time, nobody else is doing this. So we don't have a comparison, really. We only have him doing it, so we're stuck with him, so we think, oh, he's really talented. When in reality, he just doesn't have competition at the moment. If he had competition, trust you me, there would be a lot of people who would do it much better than he does it. But then again, that's just my ratchet opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Oh, thank you, not in vogue. Yeah, that's the one. To me, there is objective talented and craftsmanship. I think Mathieu Blazy's talented, though I personally wouldn't buy his stuff, says JJ. Probably where he is getting his inspo from. Sandra says, I noticed he was featuring way too many corseted pieces in the show, way too much. He needs to find a new silhouette. Geno says, exactly what I thought when I saw his latest designs. Pseudo art pretending to be haute couture, No, that is not talent, says Geno. Mrs. Lovely says, when you don't know any fashion history, one is easily impressed, to be frank. Period. Mrs. Lovely, you have, in one sentence, nailed it. That's exactly what it is. When you don't know any fashion history, one is easily impressed, to be frank. Period. 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 Brenda says, oh my God, please make a video of this Dacob. People need something to think of about this man in Schiaparelli. Your voice is needed. Well, Brenda, nobody gives a shit what I say, because when I do things like this, the whole fashion world shits on me, because the fashion world in the fashion industry, they all protect each other. Oh yes, they all protect each other. There is publicly, they will never speak out against each other, no matter how shitty their work is, no matter how bad their coordination is, their management is, they will always protect each other. There's this barrier. And if somebody dares speak out, they are blacklisted and you're done. So nobody's going to give you credibility. Nobody's going to invite you for an interview. Nobody's going to invite you for a speech because you're speaking the truth. It's like Courtney Love. You know what I mean? When she said, when she was the only one, before the Me Too movement started, she was the only one who had the balls to stand there on the red carpets while she's being interviewed. And they said, what's one thing you would never do in the show business? She says, well, if Harvey Weinstein meets you in the lobby of a hotel and invites you over for a drink, never go with him for a drink. People laughed at her when she said that. This was years before the Me Too movement. People said she's crazy. And then the Me Too movement started, and then people were like, oh man. Wendy Williams, she was coming for Diddy on the radio. And she got fired from the radio because she came for Diddy back in the day when she was doing radio. She said it in an interview herself. It's the same in every industry. In the music industry, it's the same. In the fashion industry, it's the same. You know what I mean? But so yeah. Wait, let me scroll up the chat. Just hold on. SGG Productions says, I don't know much about him with this opinion view from you, Dacob. I will no longer research on him. No, but you research on him. I mean, maybe, whatever. To everybody, to each their own. Wait, hold on. Let's go up again just a second. Mrs. Lovely says, I love this channel and chat so much. You are the best out there, Dacob. Oh, Mrs. Lovely, thank you so much. And this is why we got to keep this channel alive. You can come to this channel to find all this stuff out, but the fashion industry is not inviting me to give me any exposure. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear honest opinions. And this is my truth, by the way. Allegedly, of course. Asia Ace is also tired of every influencer saying how beautiful, amazing about every single shoe they go to, every single show they go to. No real opinion, only superficiality. Asia A, I could not have said it better myself. COMG says, the first always sounds crazy. So true. Sinead O'Connor got crucified. She was good. Another great example, Sinead O'Connor. That's a great example. She was also ostracized because of her honesty. Sinead O'Connor about the Pope. Yeah, justifying and covering up child abuse. I can't say it on the tubes. Lovely algorithm. We love you, algorithm. Great hair. Lovely hair. Lovely hair. But this brings me to the point of the influencers and content creators, especially on YouTube. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. These content creators, they don't know how to make content anymore. It's like just a couple of minutes ago, but before I started the show, I clicked on a video by a content creator, a luxury content creator, a bigger luxury content creator, and she makes a video about like why I am not going to buy the Louis Vuitton for Takashi Murakami collection. And you think she's going to give a critical opinion on the Takashi Murakami collection. Instead, what does Miss Oompa Loompa do? 2 minutes into the video, she says, now I'm going to style the bags that I have from Takashi Murakami, LV, from 20 years ago. I'm going to style them with these jackets that I got from China, from this brand that she's going to try to sell you. And I'm like, wait a minute. I clicked on a video that is going to tell me why you don't like the Takashi Murakami collection. And now I'm sitting here like a total idiot having to watch you for 10 minutes talk about some shitty jackets and some shitty jeggings that you're going to style with those shitty old bags you have, and you're going to give me a fucking coupon code to buy that shit. But the second you're done filming your shitty video, you're going to put on your little branded jacket again, not the cheap shit you're selling us, and you're going to go out like that. I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of this. What are these content creators doing? And what are we doing watching them? Thank you for becoming a member, Eve. Thank you, Eve, for becoming a member. It's hideous. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I can't believe she tricked me again into clicking on one of her videos. This was clickbait. This video is not about her giving an assessment about like how bad this collaboration is, what went wrong with Louis Vuitton's management of the release of this collection, why the designs of this collection don't fit the times anymore. Like I thought, well, okay, we're gonna get a cool analysis here, I thought. And instead what I got was a show and tell of like, look, this jacket, I'm sponsored by the brand. You can buy this jacket. It goes well with these leggings. I'm like, that's not the video that I clicked on. What the hell? It's really, the state is really bad. And I'm saying like, fashion is dead. We say like the end of luxury. We've been talking about this for years. But part of the fact that it's all dead and gone is also these Oompa Loompas making these videos about this shit. And they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like, who's watching this? Who still wants to watch this? Antonio says, I'm sick and tired of hauls every day. I used to love Tamara, but getting a new bag every day is not entertaining. Antonio, I mean Tamara, girl. The things I could say, but I don't want to get sued. Mm. Anyway. So anyway, yeah. That one time in one of her videos when she's like, no, because then they got me, though. I was in an Hermes somewhere in the south of France, and they said, oh, look, baby, we have this bag for you. It's crocodile. And then she's standing there with a $50,000 bag, and she's like, oh, dude, you know how it is when Hermes gives you an offer like this, you cannot say no. You cannot say no. I'm just waiting for the day that the dude she's together with calls off the wedding. just waiting. Asia says, Tamara has so many Hermes bags as if shopping at Hermes is like shopping at Shein. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. I don't like unfollowing people because they get a list and it can upset them. But then you have to get ruthless and not waste your time. I mean, by the way, shout out to Kate Moore, who's in the chats right now, for all the titles and all the chapters. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you for helping out the channel. So anyway, I'm not saying I'm wishing it, Suka. Suka calls me. I'm not saying I'm wishing it. I'm wishing everybody all the best in their life, but I feel like there's friction there between those two. He doesn't seem to be in the videos. He doesn't seem to be as much into her as she's into him. Call me Kreskin. Call me Kreskin, but that's the vibe I get. That's the vibe I get. I might be completely wrong, but she seems to be into him more than he's into her. It's that energy. What do you mean, oh? You know, Mahora. Deborah says there's an internal emptiness when someone is constantly trying to buy stuff, like no true sense of self. Who knows? Who knows what people are up to, what their needs are? We never really know what's going on with people. So I'm not like judging a person for buying a gazillion bags. You do you. But like, and every time they call her out for it, she's like, but that's my job. That's my job. I'm like, okay, that's your job. Fine. Just, you know. Antonia, I don't know that story. So Antonia says she betrayed her ex-best friend when the friend's mom passed away. I have disliked her since then. I have no clue about that story. So there's like, so there's some gossip there. Hmm. Oh, so she betrayed her bestie. I don't know what happened there. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I mean, I hope her friend is okay. Allegedly, everything. Of course, I'm just reading a text. What am I doing wrong by reading somebody else's chat? Jesus Christ. I want y'all to play the smallest violin for me. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's that. What else did I want to share with you? Oh, you want to talk about more misery? More fashion misery? Allegedly purchased award. Now, I say allegedly because I have to. Has anybody already forgotten about the scandal with the little kids and the SM teddy bears with the SM Balenciaga? Has anybody forgotten the scandal, the Balenciaga scandal? Are we... Michelle Yeoh apparently forgot. She doesn't care. Michelle Yeoh is their ambassador. So Michelle Yeoh, girl, we're no longer friends. Has anybody forgotten? Debbie says nope. Asia says, ooh, Balenciaga. Antonia says, I have a lot of tea. Next ring man says, nope. Mrs. Lovely says, not forgotten and never will. Here I go. Jen says, I'm so using that. I'm saying allegedly because like I have to. Right? Korike says, I remember. I never liked them and never will, says Alina Poe. No, says Sasha, I didn't remember. It was disgusting, says Adele. Hi, Vel. Vel says, hell to the no. Never forgotten, says Natasha. Larissa says, feels like everyone has forgotten about it, at least all those YouTube bimbos. I have not forgotten about it, and we're going to talk about it again today. Of course, Mahor, don't get me started. Apricot says, not forgotten. I'll never forget that, says COMG. Good, good. So not forgotten, says Kate Moore. All right. So now here's the thing. The ones that don't remember are on their payroll, period. That's right, Natasha, right? Allegedly. Okay, here's the thing. Vogue France just posted this picture, and I'm gonna blend in the picture. The Vogue France, okay, this is Demna, and this I covered her face because she's not important to me. She has nothing to do with this story. So anyway, this is Miss Thing wearing this little Balenciaga, and look at that, look at that. So Miss Thing and how can France do this? In my opinion, this was purchased allegedly. Vogue France says Demna was awarded with France's Chevalier de l'Ordre des Arts et des Lettres de la Ministre Française de la Culture. So basically, the Ministry of Culture of France awarded Demna the award as France's Chevalier of the Order of Arts and Letters. How can you give this person an award unless Kering and Pinot didn't pay for the award? Because how can you give him an award? Allegedly. So the text says they gave him this award about his greatest contribution to his adopted country's culture. He says, I think the importance of the freedom of thought that French culture and especially French fashion needs in order to evolve and stay modern and in touch with the times we live in. It's not just Versailles. You also need to go to Chateau d'Eau sometimes, also adding, you can also look up to the idea of something popular, kind of looking from bottom up, rather than the other way. It's probably the most important thing I have done working here. It's hard times we're living in, but also I feel like it's a blessing to work in fashion and to do what I do, to make people happy and feel good about themselves. He said, concluding, fashion's such a transformative power. It's almost like it's useless, but it's also very useful at the same time. And it's at times like now that you feel it the most. I'm very happy to be in fittings, cutting, and pinning. It's almost like a meditation for me. But maybe it's just because I love making clothes. I think the importance of the freedom of thought that French culture and especially French fashion needs in order to evolve and stay modern and in touch with the times we live in. Girl, I think the last thing for us as a society to stay in touch with the times and the people and the evolution of culture, I think the last thing we need is you and your vision for Balenciaga. And the fact that they gave him this award, I have no words. No words. No words. That he wins like the highest award possible for French culture from the Ministry of French Culture for the arts. They give it to him, of all people. Kate Moore says 1,000% they bought it, allegedly. Sylvia says Brigitte Macron gave him the award because she felt so seen by his teddy bear collection. A friend of mine sent me this. I'm not going to say who sent it because I don't want to put anybody in trouble, but sent me this story. And the friend commented underneath, oh, look, the Pete got an award. I'm not even going to say the full word, but I was like, oh my God, I cannot anymore. So there you go. There you go. Speaking of the Olympic opening, Adele Tabarita says, I'm not surprised after the Olympic opening. People have been writing me like in the past few days, like, oh my God, Dacob, did you know that the golden medals that LVMH made for the Olympics, they're like peeling? Like, oh my God, Dacob, why aren't you covering the story? I'm like, what is wrong with people? And I very patiently I commented to everybody who said that. I said, I have covered this story that you are finding about just today. I covered this story and made a video about it 5 months ago. 5 months ago. And then I would copy and paste the link to my video and post the link as a response to their comment. I'm like, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel and follow my streams, and you're going to know all this stuff months before they become mainstream, okay? A gift from Bernard to the athletes. I know. Child, let me tell you, what a mess. So anyway, that happened this week as well. Can you believe? So what's next? Oh my God. Okay, let's film this. Oh, we should film this one. I don't know if we're going to use it, but let's film it. Now, another really ugly thing that happened. Tip your host if you wish here. Thank you. Okay, that's gone. All right. Anyway. Yes, well, it's been 5 months. Cha. Well, Pharrell Williams does it again for Louis Vuitton men collection for the next season. Ya guys, the accessories. We got the close-ups from WWD magazine, a couple of the close-ups of the items. Now the collection, let's call a spade a spade. If Louis Vuitton thought that the Takashi Murakami collaboration could save them from their like slumping and dip diving, sales plummeting, but then didn't really produce enough product to satisfy the need, the demand, then I don't know what they're thinking they're going to achieve with the upcoming Pharrell collection, because I don't know if ugly even begins. I'm lacking the word. It's not even ugly. The adjective is missing. But anyway, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 100,000 subbies. We're so close. We're almost there. But anyway, thumb up the video, y'all. Let me show you the pictures. I got some pictures from WWD. This is WWD magazine. Instagram. This is their Instagram, like from a reel. Okay, so you guys, I mean, not even Canal Street. Like, I know Pharrell talks about Canal Street when he talks about the leather speedies and stuff, but like, girl. So this is a necklace. This is bling. It looks so ugly. It's a pizza. Yeah, the actual thing has a cover. We have the Louis Vuitton logo there when the slice is off and it dangles off. Of course, these crystals, how long are they going to last when this pizza keeps rubbing it? So, anyway, oh my God, this is so ugly. So it's, and then you put that slice of pizza in there and you lock it in. You got that, you got the monogram there. I just, the little crystals there, the bling, that chain. I just looking at this, I feel like by touching it, this person's fingers are going to smell like metal, because this looks like really cheap. And like, girl, talk about the manicure. Anyway, but COMG says, people who are buying this are getting trolled in the live chat. By the way, I live stream several times a week. Come follow me. Come subscribe, you guys, and partake in the live chats. I film all these videos live, so we got the live code chatters here. It gives me Chinese souvenir bazaar vibes, says Sukai Cosmica Mahora, says she needed a snack. Could you imagine? But like, what will go, will go. And honestly, I don't know. I think this is costume jewelry. But could you believe, like, what if this was actually fine jewelry and these were like all diamonds and rubies and and emeralds and gold? I mean, I don't. You know what? I don't want to know. To me, it looks so trashy, so ugly. Exactly. Adriana is like, not even for a bag charm. Ugh. Anyway, next, thumb up the video. Okay, so then there's this chain, heavy, chunky necklace that, you know, it has one of those. Oh man, I got no more battery. I need battery. It has one of those trunks out of metal, and then, you know, it's heavy and it looks like it's hanging on a heavy thing. Oh my god, I can already see. I can already. I already know who's gonna buy this shit. And I know who's gonna do an unboxing for you guys on YouTube and is gonna a couple of months from now. Anyway, let me show you the next picture. This thing opens up, and in the suitcase is another suitcase. Just so that you can walk around and this thing can open up by accident and the little thing can fall out and you can lose it. You know, let's just make it a little bit more complicated. So there's a suitcase in a suitcase, and then the next picture, you can take that out, and I think that turns into a charm, so you can carry that as, I mean, oh God, I'm so bored. Like, who even has time to design this crap? Like, seriously. It's... Anyway, next. Yeah, it's like Russian matryoshkas or babushkas or something. Okay, and then we got plushy things. Sure, people love plushies. Why not? But I'm like, if you're why would I want to spend like $1,000 on this when I can get a Labubu? I can get a Labubu for $40. I can get a $40 Labubu. IYKYK. Are you gonna get this thing for like $1,000? No. I've seen better luxury teddy bears. I just got a year ago a teddy bear from Jean-Paul Gaultier on his website. Super cute teddy bear. It was $100, still expensive, but it was $100. Jean-Paul Gaultier, dressed in Gaultier, really fun. This thing, girl, looks like an afterthought. Anyway, next one. It is a 30-year-old teddy bear dropped from a washing machine, says Natadita. That's just ridiculous. Not luxury at all, says SGG Productions. Labubu has more character, says C. I agree. Labubu has more character. Sio says my Japanese street plushie keychains are cuter than that. Here I go, Jen says, it's giving off, let's scrape the bottom of the barrel for designs at this point. He's another one that does the same bags over and over and over again, and I am bored about it. Listen to this, Louis Vuitton. We are giving you free advice here as potential customers. We are telling you what's wrong. We're telling you what's wrong. I don't know if this is real or faux fur. Could be real fur, for all we know. You know how Louis loves to do these in real fur, but who knows? Debbie's like, bottom of his shoe was scraped. Anyway, Paddington Bear vibes. Oh, Andrew says, Coach is hitting it out of the park in comparison. Haha. The feet look nicely stitched, to be frank. Mrs. Lovely, you got a foot fetish, but that's okay. Mrs. Lovely's like, the feet look good though. They look good though. That stitch though. Oh my God. Ratchet. Ratchet from the beginning to the end. Y'all, I am almost at 100,000 subbies. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K because, I mean, where else can you get the fashion shade like this? As they say, you got nothing good to say about some fashion designers or fashion stuff? Sit with me. You good, we good. Anyway, next picture. Yes, there's more. While you're thumbing up and subscribing, let's get to 100K, y'all. Okay, cowboy teddy bear with the Speedy. This looks like plastic. I don't know if this is like, this green thing is like a fur vomit. But then there's the bear. Mrs. Love's on my eyes, my poor eyes. It's the Texas teddy bear. Maybe this is a tribute to Daniel Dingleberry or Tom Ford. Maybe this is Tom Ford because he comes from Texas too. So, little mask for mask teddy bear there. The masculine bear. This is the masculine bear with the feminine back. I mean, the fur vomit is actually, you know what? This actually has character. Oh, it's a clover leaf? Oh, Deborah says it's a clover leaf. Oh, well, I just lost interest, you see, because if that were an actual fur vomit, I would be like, okay, that's actually cool. Luxury fur vomit? Yes. Yes. Clover leaf? Wicca. Wicca. But anyway, let me show you the next picture. I mean, okay, can we talk about the bags for a minute? For a minute. For a minute. And that's all I gotta say about the bags. You know what I mean? Like, they're making fun of us at this point. Like, they are making fun of us. They're making fun of us at this point. The- oh man. Yeah. And this intertwined logo, by the way, it's giving me like Loewe vibes. It's giving me Loewe logo vibes. You know, I don't like this chunky Louis Vuitton like smidged on top of this patchwork. Like if the patchwork were just a patchwork without the Louis Vuitton, maybe it would be a little bit less bad. But I don't like the color combinations. It's so ugly to me. You know, they don't know what else to try. What a fail. CO says leftover factory scraps. I mean, if they're doing this out of sustainability reasons, then they should also cost less. I betcha because they're putting all of these bags together, they're going to make them cost a ton more. Good luck selling that, LV. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Ale. Let me show you the next picture. So let me show you the close-up of this bear. So it looks like the bear is a biker. The goggles look like maybe the bear is flying an aircraft. Or it's in some biker gang or something. Has a metal nose. It looks like it's metal. Jump bear jump, right? So yeah. Avatar says it's just too many textures. Baby Yoda is cuter, says Kiara, right? Louis Wittgenstein. The bear has been garroted. Gangsta bear has a medical device on its face. It also looks like it has a medical condition. But anyway, those are the accessories to look forward to after the Murakami collection. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. Thumb up this video, you guys. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K. And good luck, Pharrell and Luigi Vuitton. And Bernard Arnault, good luck to you, darling. Bye. Never give up on love. Ish. We got 300 peeps watching, 213 likes. Let's get to 300 likes, y'all. This was a fun topic, wasn't it? So, we did that topic. My mom is watching the live stream, by the way. Shout out to Mama Dacob, everybody. And Oh, SCG Productions. Thank you so much, sweetie.
said Production donated $15.
We are adding you to Bubbles' Fast. SCG Productions, baby. SCG Productions. Yeah, the G is a little bit hard to do on this texture, but I can do it if I'm a little bit. Yeah, got it. It's the curves, you know. Oh my God. Okay, we got it. We did it, Joe. Look at those tattoos, baby. Bubbles' head is coming out really fancy schmancy. Thank you guys so much for your help and support of the Fashion Bunker. So here's the thing. There's another thing I want to talk to you about. All right. Here's another topic. Louis Vuitton. How's your head? Never had any complaints, Vel. Oh my God. I was out in a boot just the other day, speaking of Elvira, and I was wearing an Elvira hoodie, and I had Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Cassandra Peterson, Elvira face like printed all over my hoodie. And this chick comes by and says, "Oh my God, I love your hoodie. Oh, I love her music. She's the best singer. I love her songs." And I'm like, "Okay, what's your favorite song from her?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can't remember right now." And I'm like, "That's because she doesn't sing."
You're an idiot!
I'm like, "How can you like?" Anyway, you know what I mean? Cassandra Peterson can sing, but it's not like she's famous for her songs. You know what I mean? She doesn't do music. Anyway, okay, LVMH. Okay, let me try to do this without the article. Let's see if I can pull this one through with the three-parter. You know? No, she doesn't look like Amy Winehouse. No, I wouldn't say that that Cassandra looks like Amy Winehouse. Okay. Okay, that's the only photo we have, right? Yeah, okay. Bernard Arnault and Louis Vuitton are, and LVMH in general, are kind of in deep waters at the moment. So what happened was Bernard Arnault and LVMH released their quarterly earnings. The last quarter of 2024 was just released this past Tuesday, and it's not looking good. A little bit better than the forecast was, like 1%, a 0.5% better than they forecasted, but their sales are still not doing well all across the board, from Louis Vuitton to Tiffany to all of their brands, really. Almost all of their brands, right? Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. Now, here's the thing. Bernard Arnault gave a speech somewhere in some government setting where he commented on the current state of affairs where justly so, the French government wants to implement a 40+% tax on billionaires. He's upset because all the billions that he already has, that's not enough. That's not enough because Bernard Arnault wants more. Of course, once you taste a billion, you want to also taste a trillion, don't you? So he's upset, and he gave a speech at one of these government events saying, Mon Dieu, how dare you treat us like this? Poverty, verti, pauvreté, égalité, liberté. Okay. My apologies to the French Revolution, which was a great revolution, by the way. They did not say pauvreté, égalité, liberté. No, they added fraternité. But the fraternité is now pauvreté. So he's kind of subtly threatening that he's going to leave France. And looky, eggs and cookie, what he did just over a week ago, he was in America, in Washington. Everything disconnected. What the hell just happened? It says no signal. I don't see the screen. I don't see anything. Is the live stream still happening? So, okay, we're back. Okay. Seriously, what was that? Okay, do you guys see me? All right. So we're going to have to cut here. Can we add a note? Nothing happened. It happened on my end. Screen was black. It said no connection. Cable was disconnected. So I didn't see anything. Okay, let's start this again. Okay. And it's black again. And now it's back again. Oh boy. If my cable is dying on me, we're done here. It's glitching, says JJ. Yeah, Bernard is attacking us. Can we start recording now? Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see if it glitches again. So here he is doing the pauvreté, égalité, and liberté. Liberté for the billionaires. Le billionaire is supposed to earn more money. So he threatens to leave France. In a way, he's signaling to the French authorities like, bitch, I'm out of here. And then he says, I've been to Donnie's inauguration. Okay, I've been with my bestie Donald Trump at his inauguration, and it was fantastic. Here's Donnie's inauguration, and there's Bernard Arnault right there. And this is his son, and this is his daughter. Okay? And he's like, I went to the inauguration. It was fantastic. And he's like, and can you believe he actually said that there was such a sense of optimism in the air? And I'm like, optimism? And he's like, fresh air for the future. And I'm like, Bernard Arnault, have we been to the same inauguration? I mean, I just watched it. I wasn't there. But I'm like, have we seen a sense of positivity and optimism? Of course. And then I thought to myself, well, yes, of course it was a sense of optimism. He's a billionaire. Everybody sitting on this side, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them, they're all billionaires. Of course, this inauguration was a sense of liberté for the billionaires. So, of course, Bernard Arnault would go back to France and say, hey, if I transport all my manufacturing to America, Trump is going to give me a huge tax cut because I'm a billionaire. So now he's signaling to the French authorities, like, you better lower my taxes or else I'm going to go to America. And I found that very, very interesting how now this whole concept of, the oligarchs, the oligarchy is now kicking in Europe as well. And the billionaires are rebelling in Europe. The European billionaires are like kicking like, no, I want more money too. I want to be a trillionaire. It's not enough that I'm a billionaire. I want to be a trillionaire. In the meanwhile, Mr. Bernard Arnault, you have cut your commission from your employees at Louis Vuitton. They no longer get commission if they sell monogram canvas goods. And they get very low commission on other items. They only kind of manage to get some form of sustainable commission if they sell fine jewelry. Those items that are hard to sell. So you're making it more difficult for your workers. Whilst being a billionaire, your workers are not billionaires, honey. So why are you're crying? Chanel did something very interesting. You know that right after Brexit was announced and voted for, and the people voted for Brexit, Chanel immediately relocated their headquarters from France to London. And in fact are now paying their taxes as a company residing in the United Kingdom under United Kingdom tax laws, which are apparently much more favorable to Chanel than would be the French tax laws. And I've talked about this a couple of months ago. We made several videos about this, people. Connect the dots. In fact, some authorities in France were criticizing Chanel, saying, well, hold on a minute. Isn't this a little bit unfair for a company to use all of the privileges that come with stating to the world, we are a French company, we manufacture in France, we have French heritage, and yet you don't want to pay taxes in France, and yet you are not contributing to the tax system in France. You have your headquarters in London. You have shifted your entire major tax situation in London, in the UK, after Brexit, mind you. Oh, Chanel was on it. The second Brexit, 2016, Chanel already announced they're moving their headquarters to London. Coincidence? Connect the dots, people. And yet they still love to call themselves a French brand. But some of the politicians in France are saying Chanel shouldn't even be called a French brand anymore. They should be called, a British brand. So now Bernard Arnault is saying, we got a problem here. The taxes are bad. So I'm planning on expanding my domain in America. During Trump's first term as president, Bernard Arnault opened up a factory in Texas. And Trump with his family came to visit the factory in Texas. Bernard Arnault says he's planning to expand that and to have more manufacturing and more productions in America. And he said to the authorities in Europe, in France, look, Donnie is going to give huge tax breaks for the billionaires who are producing in America. So why don't you, France? So, Mr. Bernard Arnault, I have a question to you. Where do you think, so if you stopped paying tax on the billions that you're earning, where do you think the government will get the money to be able to pay for health insurance, pension funds, all the other things, sustainability, building up streets, having a system of the metro, of the buses, everything that the government does, schools, kindergartens for kids? Who's going to pay for that? Oh, it's the poor people, because they should pay all the taxes. Yes. See, I gotcha. Yes. Makes total sense. Why would a billionaire pay any taxes? A billionaire needs more money. A billionaire, it's not enough to have the billions that they have. They should have more. Right. Gotcha. Of course, at the end of the day, the billionaire doesn't need the public school. The billionaire doesn't need the bus. The billionaire doesn't need public health insurance because the billionaire has a private jet. The billionaire has his private building and mansion. The billionaire has his private doctors. The billionaire sends his kids to some international private school, private academy. So obviously the billionaire thinks, why should I be paying into any of all of this public crap that the peasants are using? Well, Mr. Bernardo, there is a reason. Because those peasants are working for you. And if you don't want those peasants to rebel against you because they don't have enough money to put bread on the table, maybe you should also start paying taxes so that their lives are also led with dignity. Dignity. And here we get to the main point of this video. Every human being deserves dignity. The way our society is built up is on top of money. We decide to give money power. If money buys you dignity, then allow every human being on this planet to have enough money to lead and live a dignified life. It's that simple. And it's the bare minimum. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up this video and subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I would love for us to grow together and to share more of this sort of content. Love you loads. Take care. Bye. So there you go. That was a topic. Wugo Wugo. Okay. Wugo Wugo. Is the Ugg boots topic to film or just to talk about? No, just to talk about. No? Yeah, no filming. No filming, yeah. Thank you for subscribing. So here's the Ugg boots situation happening just today. You remember Ugg boots from down under. We got penal colonies in the house. Ugg boots made out of real leather. Zach says, wonderful said, brought tears in my eyes. Oh, to be honest, thank you, Zach. Thank you so much. Sylvia, yes, of course, I bought a ton of them. What do you mean, while in LA? Yes. Of course I did. Comet, baby. Comet, comet, comet. I can't live without it. Okay, so you know that the Australian brand, well, New Zealand, is it New Zealand or Australian brand? Ugg is producing the Ugg boots in leather or, that organic material. Then there's another brand called Ugg, do I have the hold on, I'm just trying to find who the actual owner is. Here you go. So the Australian-owned brand Ugg since 1974 had to rebrand because they were sued by Decker's Outdoor Corporation for using the name Ugg, because Decker's Outdoor Corporation also uses the name Ugg. They spell their name with U, big G, like normal U, big G, normal G. So now finally, after years and years and years of dispute, Ugg boots are going to be changing their name. The original Ugg boots made out of leather and stuff. So here, I'm going to show you a picture of their new logo. And I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the rebranding and the new logo of the, mind you, before I show you the picture and before you give me your opinion on the new logo, just to put this into perspective, you guys, Ugg boots have been sued since years. This litigation has been going on for years, which means they had years and years' time to think about an alternative name and they had years' time to think about an alternative logo, okay? So after years of litigation, they're finally changing their brand, their logo name, and this is what they come up with. Now, so here's the thing. Okay. Okay, so the original Uggs from Australia, right? After years of litigation, they lose and now they're changing their brand. And this, Debbie's like, that's a choice. So now they're called Since 74. So you're not gonna say, oh, I just got a new pair of Ugg boots. No, you're gonna say, I just got another pair of Since 74. It doesn't roll off the tongue. We can debate whether or not the font is good or not. Okay, forget the font for a second. Just like the name. Like, yeah, I got a pair of Sinces. I got a pair of Since 74s. I got a pair of 74s. I got a pair of Sinces. Like, how do you deal with this? It's giving Canal Street, says Willa. Like, maybe, yeah, if they just abbreviated it just to S and then 74, just like S74, spelled together, like S74. That sounds cooler than this. Yeah, exactly, tracks like S74. Like, I got a pair of Since 74 Australian made. Girl. You know what I think they should have done? Because instead of Ugg, I would have spelled it backwards. I would have called it goo. They do melt when you wear them anyway. You know how some people when they wear their Uggs for too long, like the heel, like this heel ends up here. You know what I mean? The football. I've seen so many people walking around with the heel like on to the side. To the side, baby. The shade. The shade. Oh my God, did he get Botham? That's clever. Yeah, the Butts previously called Doug, just like Prince used to change his name. The artist previously known as Prince. Anyway, so anyway, what do you guys think? Do we like this logo? Do you like this logo? I'm not gonna. Look, I know Mahora's like, oh my God, they're ugly. I'm not gonna sit here and debate whether or not the Ugg boot is ugly. Some people love Ugg boots, so I'm not here shaming people for buying Ugg boots. I mean, I'm glad that this company exists, and I wish them all the best, and I hope that they manage to finally get rid of this terrible litigation. But I'm like, okay, now you're finally free from the litigation. You're not gonna call yourself Ugg anymore. But like, you could have come up with something better. I don't know. Just maybe I'm stupid here, but like, what are you gonna do? Anyway. So hi Lori, how's it going? So anyway, there's that. I just wanted to like see how much shit happened this week. So much happened, and it's only midweek. It's only midweek. Teresa McGuire says, I was going to say earlier that maybe the lady thought it was Amy Lee from Evanescence on your t-shirt. Which t-shirt? Oh! Instead of Cassandra Peterson? No, I don't think so. Because I said, sing me one of her songs. She didn't know which song to sing. Because if it was one of the Evanescence songs, she could have sung one of the Evanescence. They're hard to sing, but she could have hummed it. Are we filming the Stella McCartney thing? We're not filming it, right? We're just talking. We're not filming it. We're not filming Stella McCartney. No. Okay. So Stella McCartney. Stella McCartney. Um, okay, so LVMH is losing. Where's Stella? We have a picture? Stella, show yourself. Cha. Wait. No, wait. Oh. No, I can't. She looks like she came out of Wallace and Gromit. Uh, so, Stella. Okay. Um, Now, here's the thing. So, a minor a minor stake in her company was purchased by LVMH. So, Bernard Arnault owned a minor share through stocks in the Stella McCartney company. As we all know, LVMH is not doing that well at the moment. So, as we all know, or if you don't know, I've been talking about it since months now. LVMH, one of the first brands they dumped was Off-White. They offed Off-White because it wasn't profitable to them, so they sold it off. Dumped. They dumped Off-White a couple of months back. It wasn't profitable for them anymore. Talk about family, huh? Talk about family. When what's his name? Oh my God. Can't remember. Virgil. Thank you. Virgil Abloh. When Virgil Abloh was at LVMH and they were like, family, he's our family, we're all family. Yeah, Virgil passed away. And just a couple of years after that, the company's like, he's no family. We don't want his brand. Off with that. It's not selling anymore. Sell it. So, all right. And now we got Stella. Stella has been for 5 years with a minority stake of LVMH under LVMH. And now after 5 years, she's not selling and performing very well. So LVMH dumped her stock, dumped her sustainable mushroom stock. Okay, because she's vegan and everything. So she does stuff with mushrooms. They dumped those mushrooms right back at her. And Stella bought back the stock, the minority stake stocks. She is now independent, which I think she claims, or her company claims that's a good thing. She's independent now. She's not connected to LVMH. However, LVMH says they're still collaborating with her because she's like their sustainability coach or ambassador. She's still going to be on the board of LVMH telling them like, hey, this is how you do stuff sustainably, make it out of mushrooms. But yes, she makes stuff out of mushrooms, you guys. Anyway, there's that. So Stella was dumped, but she regained. But then, look, the problem is, I don't know if she really gained much because if I read into these articles that I've been reading, it's not like she's doing too well either because in one of these articles, look, they say, and this is Yahoo Finance, Stella McCartney Limited has sales of about 40 million pounds, which is equivalent to around about $50 million in 2022, with an operating loss of around 8.8 million pounds. That's a big operating loss. 8.8 million pounds is not good, according to the latest available accounts published in December of 2023 on UK Registry Companies House. But McCartney will continue to advise LVMH on sustainability issues, according to the joint statement issued by LVMH and Stella McCartney. But LVMH shares fell as much as 1% in early trading in Paris on Tuesday. They are down 2.8% in the past 12 months through Monday's close. It's the latest in a series of deals by LVMH, including selling the company that owns the Off-White label in September. The luxury group, which owns Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior, reports earnings on Tuesday. Analysts expect LVMH sales fell 1.04% in the fourth quarter amid poor demand in China in particular. She needs to let it go, Elsa style, says Mahora. Let it go. Let it go. Don't want to wear your stuff anymore. Pirates Love Rum says, I think it's important to have alternatives. Even if they aren't for me. Baja prices. Deborah says, Victoria Beckham allegedly is also doing badly with the money. Yes, C16621. They were both bigger 10 years ago. So true, so true. Victoria Beckham beauty's fab, though, says Vel. Fashion, not so much. I don't know about Victoria Beckham's beauty, so I know she's very skinny. As a Brit, says Sasha Sanchez, I do love the British designers, but Stella isn't it these days, or Victoria. No, for me it was Vivienne Westwood, always. Alexander McQueen, always. They're both gone. What are we to do? What are we going to do? Philip Tracy? Yeah, Philip Tracy does hats. John Galliano. Okay, he's still alive. John Galliano, yes. John Galliano, we still love John. But who else is there? Nobody's left, you guys. And the new generation coming up is too scared to speak up. The new generation coming up is too scared to show character because they know that these multinational conglomerates, they judge you. They judge you. If you show too much opinion, they're not going to let you into their little circle. You have to be the little yes, yes. Why do you think Blasey was hired by Chanel? Because he was cheap. He wasn't that famous yet. They can tell him what they want him to do, and he will zip it and zoom it. He will do it. He's a yes-sayer, allegedly. You have to appease the narcs. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Jonathan Anderson, Kim Jones, what about them, Nectarine Man? Please. Wicca. Wicca. The poverty. Well, I mean, look, speaking of poverty, let's check out the Chanel fashion show. Oh, Stella, we're done, no? Bye, Stella. Okay. So, we're filming this, right? Yeah. Okay. My little baglet. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to review the Chanel Haute Couture Spring Summer 2025 collection, designed by the in-house atelier group of Chanel. They still don't have their artistic direction after Virginie Viard left and Mathieu Blazy coming in. There's a little gap in between, so this is made by the collective of ateliers and Haute Couture Maison of Chanel. It is spring summer. It is taken from the Chanel YouTube channel, so it falls under fair use. I have just changed the music and we're going to use copyright-free music. Are you ready for this? Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also follow me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun, come join the chats. Hello to my co-chattors. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged, just my opinion. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I'm so giddy. I can smell the 100,000 subscribers. If you think about it, 100,000 subscribers is not that much. It's easy to get there because the dresses we're about to see on the Chanel show, most of them, if you want the total look, is more than 100,000 euro per outfit. This is very girl math here. I know, subscribers is not money, obviously, but the number is a number. 100K, 100K. I prefer the 100K subbies on a YouTube channel than to spend $100,000 on a head-to-toe outfit by Chanel Haute Couture. But that's just me. That's just me. I got my little Chanel baglet. I got my little Gousson's Chanel Métier d'Art scarab for good luck. My Chanel ring, Chanel earring. I'm decked out. I'm ready. So we're going to use copyright-free music. Daniam says, oh God, I'm ready to be underwhelmed by Chanel. Let's see, because are we going to be underwhelmed or are we going to be excited? By the power of cocoa. May the power of cocoa compel us. Hit it, Bubbles. Let's do this. So this was just like a couple of seconds before the show begins. They're showing us how it is. They're filling up the space. It is a double C catwalk. However, I don't know for what reason they did not manage to interlock the double Cs. So it is a little bit sheepishly done if you think about it. Like, why would they do this like this? Why didn't they interlock the Cs? But some of the atmosphere when the camera's filming underneath of the Grand Palais, it looks kind of nice. You know what? Let me also smell a perfume while we're at a little Chanel, a bit of Chanel Comet. I wonder if the guests got a free bottle, perfume bottles as gifts right before the price increase. I don't think so. I don't see any freebie bags laying around. It seems like they're getting a little bit stingy with their freebies, so I've been told, allegedly everything. So you see, like the people sit down forming these two Cs, but the double Cs are not interlocking. They're kind of like this. Like this is one C, so this is how they stand in the room. Instead of being like interlocked like this, they're like this. So that's a bit awkward. Why would they do that? But anyway, it's two Cs. And yes, you best believe the models are going to have to go up and down the hill twice because it's a double C. Those models are exhausted, I believe, because when they're going to be walking up and down, we're all going to be exhausted with them. But here goes the show. You see what I mean? Like, why would they do that? They're not interlocked. It's like a mistake. Because there is a hole there. They could have pushed it through, but they didn't. I think this was a mistake. They miscalculated something, people. This is just my opinion. I think they miscalculated big time for this double C. Anyway, so here's the first look. I really don't like when they do these like shoulders inwards. They make you look like this. Like it makes the body look cramped, not leisurely, not comfortable at all. I hate when they do these shoulders like that, when they kind of cinch them in like up to here instead of like opening up. And maybe this is something, look, it really doesn't look good. This is maybe something that works for ladies that have really broad shoulders. No, not even. This just looks bad. The shoulders are not working. But thankfully, not every, okay, here's another weird shoulder moment with feathers. What is going on? Okay, this is a good one. So these are pants, love the jacket, classic Coco, very summery, love the applications of the little petals, the floral accord, super cute. Oh, the pastels. Not a fan of the belt. Why are they pushing these black belts with the gold? It looks like Canal Street. The belts are a travesty. The belts got to go. But this jacket is nice. I like the pilots, love the eggshell white. You see that shoulders, those shoulders again? No. I really don't like those. They're not doing these models any favors, and you can imagine, no. This is kind of nice if you're very, again, that belt. Why? They're like, let's do one thing that unites the whole collection, where that the leitmotif of the collection are these black belts with like heavy, chunky gold. Oof, they work on some pieces, but on most they don't. They're a distraction. You just look at the belt immediately. This is a relatively nice upper part with the little tweed overlapping. Oh, that jacket. Okay, Anna Wintour is gonna buy this. You know Anna Wintour is gonna get this coat. Okay, I said it here. Anna Wintour is gonna get that coat. That is screams Anna Wintour. This one is kind of cutesy too. Shoulders I don't like though. This is a nice jacket. Oh my God. Okay. They said in the, oh, I love that red. Look at that. That is Tyrian pink and Tyrian red. That is the signature color of Coco Chanel. And Chanel almost never uses that color. They did say in the preview of the show, of the text that described this collection, they said they're going to go back into the archives to use Coco's most beloved colors. They did not disappoint. I was expecting to see Tyrian red and Tyrian pink. Ah, there's more Tyrian red. Love the color. Don't like the shoulders. This dress. Shoulders looking like turkey legs, says Nectarine Man. I love this. And again, that ugly ass belt. But I love this dress. This is beautiful. Oh, the color. I love the lipstick. I love the bold makeup on the face. So beautiful. Love the purple. This is gorgeous. Love the simple makeup with the strong lipstick. Don't forget, you guys, Coco Chanel loved a bold, strong lipstick. This is very much referencing Coco. Love the simple but statement makeup. Really cool. Oh my God, that red and that pink to die for. Again, these shoulders I don't like, but I like the color pattern on this one. This is very nice. This is very nice. Here we have a little 80s kind of reference again with that little, you know, skirt that is like a peplum-y vibe, but then transforms into that other texture and length. Well, there's a lot going on here. This is probably going to be Kristen Stewart wearing it on some ugly ass red carpet. She's going to look, you know, again, lost in translation. Shorts for summer, groundbreaking. But we love the tweed. We love a good jade colored tweed. Love the floral vibe on this one. Beautiful color. Again, that ugly belt. Girl, why again the ugly belt? Why are you doing this? Again, the ugly belt. It's so irritating to me because, you know why? It's such a contrasting color. It's like that one huge stripe of black with a gold thing. It's not subtle. It's not subtle. I like this jacket very much. Chanel always does these yellows, these like eggshell yellows. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Here, it actually works. On this dress, I feel like it's cool. It seems like they had enough time to fit the models better. It feels like the dresses are fitting better than the last Haute Couture show. This is a beautiful dress, very classic Chanel. The dégradé, that ugly ass belt again. The dégradé. Oh, this is a cutesy one. Classic Chanel with the frills and the fringy moment. Oh, the little top, the sheer with the bow, super cute, super youthful. This one is also kind of nice. A little bit too much going on with the frills up there, but it dates it a little bit. You know, it doesn't make it timeless, but that's okay. I mean, somebody might like it for a moment. This is a nice one too. You know. Shorts, jacket. I love the texture, the fluffiness. It feels like it's alive. It's plump. Oh, look at that red. No, is that Tyrian pink? No, this is Tyrian pink, you guys. Love that little combo. Beautiful. That one was beautiful. Oh, that signature red and the strong lip. Gorgeous. That was a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. In my opinion. Get that belt. Enough already. I don't like how she's walking. I don't like her walk. It's so stiff, not in a good way. This one is great if you're pregnant. Hiding that pregnancy belly in the beginning. Sure, why not? You know, give every lady an opportunity to shine in Chanel. This would be nice if it didn't have the extensions of the pockets on the side in the same material as the upper. I don't know what to think about the short skirt and then that kind of hanging little piece of tulle in the back. The harmony is not there for me. And also it doesn't move properly in the wind. This is a nice piece. Okay, the belt here, we can accept it, although I would have preferred the buckle to be silver on that piece, not gold. Okay, I don't like these like hanging little things on the two sides. Again, that belt. Enough. Oh, look at the drama. We get one moment of drama. Look at the drama. I want the cape. I want the capelet. Look at the drama. We got one dramatic moment. Oh, I love this cape too. Cute. This is more like Little Blue Riding Hood. Oh, she's living her life. Look at this model. She's like, oh, it's me, you guys. I'm modeling for Chanel. No, I'm so annoyed with her. Can't stand her anymore. I thought they were going to let go of her after Virginie Viard left, but no, they still hire her. She gives me the most arrogant vibes on every runway. What's her name again? Some German name. Oh, this one flows beautifully. This dress, yeah, the gray doesn't work on every skin tone, but the dress itself, beautiful flow. Oh, the little Pierrot jacket. This is cute. That is very, very clever. That piece is very, very clever. Very, very clever. The proportions, the silhouette, that was really nice. The sleeves weren't bad on this one. You know what? This collection isn't all bad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, her name, the model that annoys me is Roner. Vivian Roner, she's Swiss. Huh. Well, she might be Switzerland, but my opinion is not Switzerland. You know I have an opinion on everybody. Oh, the little, this one is not fitted well. It's not fitted well and the belt doesn't work. You see how better it looks without a belt? Look how it nicely flows. It's more summery and breezy if you don't quench and cinch the waist with a belt every time. Let it flow, Elsa, let it flow. This is a beautiful dress, by the way. Nice details. Look at the details on the butt in the back with the little crystals. Really nice. Really nice. Ah, okay, here's the last piece. This is the wedding dress. Nothing groundbreaking. I mean, we've seen better wedding dresses. Love the jacket, though. The jacket is gorgeous. The rest is not really giving. You see, they're not really filming the models going up. The double C's, it was probably hard for them to walk up and down, up and down. This is the first time they're filming one of them walking upwards. But she seems to not be too stressed by the hill. Love the lippy. Love the neck. She's a giraffe. The neck is huge. Nice fit in the back. The bottom back, and then kind of the dégradé blending into the butt. Gorgeous curve. Really well fitted. Still, I'm not a fan of the dress. Love the jacket though. Nectarine Man says, it didn't wow me, but it didn't bore me. Decent job. Yes, I agree with you guys. Decent job. Decent job. Brenda says, it's beautiful, but it's all archival. Nothing really groundbreaking. Oh, Mrs. Lovely says, it's almost like AI designed this. Oh, we're throwing the shade. Because there's been talk about implementing AI into the design aspects of Chanel. You know, there was like this gossip rumor going on that that's one of the reasons why Virginie Viard left, because she didn't want to implement AI into haute couture, allegedly. So now we're going to see all the looks at once. You see how all the pastel and poppy colors are at the beginning. Then we have a little bit of leisure wear, and then we have the evening wear. It's like kind of separated in segments. But I gotta say, I could find a few pieces, you know, from this collection that I would be like, oh yes, we can do this, we can buy. And a Wintour, that coat, that whole dress really, that purple is gorgeous, by the way. The purple is gorgeous. I want that cape. Look how it flows and opens up like a parachute. I would jump out of a plane with that one, and I would survive the fall because that would be a parachute. Period. Wearing Chanel Haute Couture to save your life. That should be the motto, the slogan. I also love this combo. Yeah, it's nothing new, but the colors are beautiful. They're attracting me. And they really rarely do these intense saturated colors, and I love when they do them. I love that Tyrian red dress, that full-blown Tyrian red. I don't know, on my screen it's either pink or red. Either way, Coco loved her Tyrian red and her Tyrian pinks. That's Tyrian pink. This is my favorite look. It's so classic Chanel, but that little I would make the skirt longer to cover the knee to respect Coco, but that Tyrian pink with the jacket and the interior, oh, the lining, gorgeous. That's my favorite look. And I like the cape because it's dramatic. Look how stupid the choreography is doing. Anyway, whatever. These two C's, this is not working for me. But that suit was really good. So yeah, I think, there you go. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for watching. The broadcast is now ended. Well, thank you. Well, subscribe, you guys. Let's get to 100,000 subbies. What do you guys think about this collection? Let me know in the comment section down below. I think it was all in all, okay. It was a solid collection, given that there was no artistic direction there. It was a team effort. They all contributed a little bit to, they're plucking archive here, archive there. But I think it was a solid collection of all the, stuff we've seen from other brands, trying too hard, pushing too much the boundaries. I thought this was very, very in line with Chanel. It was okay. It was okay. I enjoyed it. There was a couple of really, really beautiful pieces, a couple of pieces, the things that had the turkey leg shoulders, like somebody said, like them. But those were not so good. But some of the pieces were really, 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 really lovely. Lovely dresses as well. The belt guts to go. But that one little ensemble with the black jacket and the Tyrian pink interior. Oh, so delicious. So delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye. There you go. Mahora says it was trash, period. Oh, Mahora. Mahora being very existentialist at the moment. Okay, so we did this. Oh, are we filming the luxury brand? Shopper. Oh. So, Nakrima says, I expect more from Couture, but that aside was a perfectly fine collection. Danny says, Chanel is skating by on Legacy. Yeah. What else are they going to do? What else are they going to do? Hi, my CC. Hi, Dacob. Long time. I haven't jumped online. I hope you're well. We're surviving. We're surviving. Having one or three good pieces and being pleased, that's where we are. Yeah, Mrs. Lovely. I think that's where that's the situation right now. Yeah. They do need good tea, Danny. I agree. Hi, Mirel. I love to see you again, lovely Dacob. Great to see you too in the chat, sweetie. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful, but not in the targeted customer. Oh, but you're not the targeted customer. It was a cute Chanel showcase. Yeah, I just think that it was a little bit bare. The kind of a little bit empty. The setup in the Grand Palais. Yeah, they did the two big C's, but it was missing character to me. And I don't know who the content creator is, by the way. So I need the name of the person as well. Just figuring stuff out here. But all things considered, of course we're worried. We're still very much worried about the state of affairs in the fashion industry and the luxury industry. Because as they say, luxury is dead, as they say. As we used to say, and everybody else is trying to say as well. We know. We see ya. Oh my guys. You know how I was thinking about this the other day. You know how Sophie Shohed does like she does her videos where she's like, oh, you know, when and then she tries to sell you some lame ass brand, but then she like says like she's the first to cover a topic. Like nobody else talked about anything. And she's like, no, I'm like, I want to talk about this and with you. Nobody else covered this topic when everybody else already did. And I was thinking it would be so funny. I was just waiting for Sophie to make a video saying, you guys, breaking news. You know, she's doing these breaking news videos, but like her news are like 1 month or 2 months old. I'm just waiting for Sophie Schochen to make a video saying, you guys, do you know that I have breaking news? Donald Trump won the presidential election in America. Like 2 months after. Anyway, I'm just waiting for her to make that video. So let me do this other video now. Jennifer's like, yeah, it's true. But Jennifer likes Sophie. Oh, Lars says, and it's also their Spring Summer 25 collection, especially in terms of colors, capes, and feathers. Yeah, I mean, it's very Spring Summer 25, so, it works. Hi, Dee Dee Bean, how's it going? Oh, glad to see you smiling. Yeah, it comes and goes in waves, Dee Dee. It comes and goes in waves. Exactly, Mahora. She's the Internet Explorer of the luxury tube. Anyway, I see we have in the chats differing opinions about Sophia. Once again, I cannot disclose everything I know, so I'm just gonna be Switzerland for once. But I have this other shady topic for you. So yeah, okay. So the name I'm gonna have to have it blended in later because I didn't write it right. Okay, so I can blend it. Okay. TikTok users are appalled, the ones that are kind of delving into fashion and luxury. And they are like shocked to see a luxury fashion house create an item that they believe is not worth it. How dare we be scammed and duped? And I'm like, girl, what is it with TikTok and people trying to do like fashion commentary on TikTok? It just doesn't, I'm like, have some knowledge of history of fashion before you make these videos. But anyway, people are appalled because, so we have Olivia Ho Perivera. Olivia Ho Perivera on TikTok. I'll post the link down below. She is appalled because Bottega Veneta made a bag that looks like a paper bag. Blend in the paper bag. So this is okay. Bottega Veneta's $1,900 brown bag ain't made of paper. Olivia, it's not Olivia Ho Perivera. Oh my God, it's Olivia Hope Rivera. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 100,000 subbies. We are so close. I can almost smell the hoe. Oh my God. It's Olivia Hope Perivera, not Olivia Ho Perivera. Well, my bad. Now, here's the thing. Saw the nail. So we know that brands do this. So many brands have done this a gazillion times before. Imitating cheap, paper bags, but making them out of leather. Bottega Veneta does the same. And so this is a leather bag that Bottega Veneta has made to make it look like it's a paper bag. And it's a shopper. I mean, what can I tell you? We've seen Moschino do this a gazillion times. We've seen Chanel under Karl Lagerfeld do this much better a gazillion times. We've seen Balenciaga, done terribly, do this as well several times. We have seen so many designers. Vivienne Westwood has done this as well, much better and much more affordable. This is nothing new. This is yet another paper bag but made in leather. Like, girl, this is nothing new. But then people are shocked because they have no knowledge of the history of fashion. Like, things have been done before. So people are like, oh my God, can you believe this is 1,000? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah. Fashion brands have been doing this for decades. But here's the plot twist, you guys, because my issue with all of this is this. This is the current Bottega Veneta. And it's far from groundbreaking, is it? And who is the current director, artistic director at Bottega Veneta? Mathieu Blasi. And this is the whimsy that he can come up with. And where is he going to next? He has just been hired by Chanel. So if this is what he's delivering at Bottega Veneta now as like, look at me, I did something, we are in for a bumpy ride at Chanel with him. Because if this is considered creative by him, then there's like not much to expect. Allegedly, of course, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's a legend, just my opinion. But this is Mathieu Blasi. This is his artistic direction. And he's going to Chanel now. This is what we're going to get at JJ says it's a tribute to what Raf Simons did for Jill Sander 12 years ago. He loves Raf. I love that for him, JJ. I love that for him. I love that Mathieu loves Raf. I love that for him. I really do. But rest in peace, Chanel. Rest in peace, Chanel, with Mathieu Blasi at the helm. Like, it's like Lena Nair really wanted to hire someone to put that nail in the coffin. It's like she was hired to ruin that brand. That's like, it's like she's like, let me think about it. How do we get a yay sayer, somebody who's going to do my bidding, somebody who's never going to contrast my opinion? Because I believe that Virginie Viard had nothing to lose, really. She's one of the 7 heirs to the Karl Lagerfeld fortune. She worked for Chanel for 30 years under Karl Lagerfeld. She doesn't have to lick anybody's boots to keep her job. So she had integrity, Virginie Viard. She had strength and integrity. And she probably thought to herself, I'm not liking what I'm seeing happening at Chanel since Lena Nair came on board. And then they started pushing and shoving, cutting corners here, cutting corners there. And she probably said, you know what? Ciao. See ya. Don't want to be ya. And left. Allegedly, because Chanel likes to say that they fired her. I think she left. That's just my opinion, of course. So, but then now, like, she's like, okay, so who do we hire next? Let's hire somebody who's not going to be so opinionated. Let's hire someone who's going to do my bidding. And bam, you got Mathieu Blasi, the paper bag maker in leather, going to Chanel to be the artistic director. Now, don't be fooled for a second. His first collection and his second collection, there's going to be a ton of buzz around it because you know how it is, fresh meat, something new happening. So all eyes are going to be on Chanel for Mathieu Blasi's first collection, and everybody's going to report about it, and everybody's going to hype it up to be this great thing. But just wait, give it a couple of seasons, give it 3 to 4 collections time, and people will get bored. Mark my words. This is just my opinion, of course, because obviously we don't know. But back to this bag. How many of you, let me know in the comment section down below, would you buy this bag for after tax, what is it, like $2,300? $2,300 after tax? Would you buy it? I mean, it's kind of cute. I'm worried for the handles that they're not really properly attached there. So if you put a little bit of weight in here, these just might pop off. Mahora says, I like it, LOL. Danny M says, I love it. Deborah C says, stealth wealth. No way, says Angie Unboxing. Kari says, hell no. Mahora says, I would get it only if it's 70% off. Danny says, it's cute. Larissa says, to be fair though, I love Pharrell Williams' leather version of the orange Louis Vuitton paper bag. If it would have been a touch smaller, maybe I would have splurged. I know which one you're talking about. We actually reviewed that bag like about a year ago. Maria Almasani Rollhouse says, Procter & Gambler doesn't know anything about fashion. Unilever. SEG Production says, no, brought it Louis Vuitton bag, no coins left. Hanky Bennett says, I'm not wild for Bottega. Jeno says, I can make my own paper bag. Thank you. Elizu says, you've got to be kidding me. Anjan Bhakti says, I just carry a paper bag, lol. Pirates Love Rum says, Pirates Love Rum says, it's not bad, but so many independent leather workers would make it affordable. JJ says, I think Pharrell's version is ugly and not sophisticated at all. Miss Taffy Pool says, don't care for baskets or woven bags. Danny M says, I would get my name heat stamped on it or something to make it look a little more ironically kitsch. Mirelle says, I ask very nicely, would you like to make a review of Allure Eau de Parfum? You see what I mean? People are already like done with this. They're like, let's change the topic because... And that's what's going to happen with Mathieu Blazy. When he gets to Chanel, that's what's going to happen. We're going to all be focused on it for a couple of seasons, and then we're going to kind of be like, on a different topic, let's talk about something else. Marie CC says, what a monstrosity. Zach says, will be done also biodegradable as the Chanel beauty bags? Well, could you imagine? I don't even want to go there. Fingers crossed, at least it's not falling apart after one drop of water falls on it. Not this bag, but whatever he's going to design at Chanel next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love and subscribe. We're almost at 100,000 subbies. Bye. Yes. Please. I managed to steer it around now for the video, but comments that are not pertinent to the topic that I'm filming really, really kick me out. So please, while I'm filming a topic, keep your comments on topic. Please, because otherwise, like this question about Allure, doing a review of Allure has nothing to do with the topic that I was just filming. Please, guys, like all of this is happening live and I'm coordinating a gazillion things at the same time. Like we need to keep, like now I'm not filming a topic. Now you can ask me a question about, can I film Allure EDP review? But please, thank you. That's the only thing I'm asking. Bonjour Tourlement. Hi JLB. Hello Dacob. I love your outfit fitting the background nicely. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I was thinking like what to wear. So I'm like, let's do a little jacket with short sleeves, long shirt. By the way, the shirt is Karl Lagerfeld. You know, I wanted to wear a bit of Karl while we were reviewing the Chanel show. Just to have a little bit of Karl with me while also this is Karl, but you know what I mean. So this is a Karl Lagerfeld shirt, but from a couple of years ago, by the way. So I think maybe even from a time when he was still alive. I think so. And happy new lunar year to everybody. 'Tis the year of the snake. And to celebrate the new lunar year, the Lunar New Year, I'm gifting you 5 more Super Dacob memberships. Tier 1 memberships. Here it goes. Hit it, Bubbles. Super Dacob just gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships. Larissa was gifted a membership by Super Dacob. Oh, if it doesn't work. Okay, confetti, there you go. Inga T was gifted a membership by Super Dacob. KXO was gifted a membership by Super Dacob. Pachoom. Short Coin was gifted a membership by Super Dacob. Pachoom. And the fifth person is hidden? A fifth person is hiding, which means that somebody is spying on us and does not want to be seen, but just won a Super Dacob membership. And I have a sneaky suspicion that I know who it is. Enjoy your enjoy enjoy the membership. Use your emojis now, y'all. DMT is like, it's not me. No, it's not you because you don't have the bottle next to your name now. Yeah, and there you have it. This has been one heck of a journey, you guys. What a live stream. We have had like 15 different topics. We have had so much to go through. And the last live stream we did was Saturday. And now on Wednesday/Thursday, it's like not even a full week. So much has happened in the fashion world already. I hope you had fun today. It's 3.5 hours already. So I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun on this roller coaster ride. We went all over the place. And I want to say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. That's Mahora, Audrey, Gloria, Kev, Nicole, and Terry. Bubbles loves you.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Buddy. Also, I was thinking, you know how they say, like, oh, men think about the Roman Empire at least once a day? Oh, thank you, Isla. Thank you, Marina, Mrs. Blue, JLB, Hanky Panda, Miss Taffy Pulls, Debbie, Kate Moore. Thank you guys so much. You know how they say, like, yeah, men think about the Roman Empire at least once a day? I'm like, really? Really? You know what I think about at least once a day? Seriously, at least once a day, I think about Miss South Carolina from a couple of years ago, maybe over a decade ago, when they asked her how would she save like the planet from poverty. And then she gave that interview saying, "Oh, well, to make the world a better place, I would go to Africa, such as thence with Iraq, and then educate them, such as, and give them such as more the idea of because we in the United States are going to help others, such as." The Iraq. Yeah, I think about that speech at least once a day. So no, I don't think about the Roman Empire once a day. I think about Miss South Carolina at least once a day. And then also our Wugo Wugoism, you know. What would you do if you okay, so
What would
he
you
said
do
yes,
if
would
when you
go?
okay, so he said yes would go?
That's another one. At least once a day. At least once a day. And then, of course, at least once a day, I am also worried. Hi, Pumpkin Siggy. I thought chicken nuggets.
I mean, of course, we're worried.
I do think about chicken nuggets at least once a day as well. Yeah. So there you go. That's what I think about. But definitely, what a world we live in. We'll go. Hit it, Bubbles.
Would go, would go, would go, would go, would go. Would go, would.
Ayla donated $25.
We're gonna do the
We
we'll
go.
go again, but we gotta do Allah first. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We heard in the murder. I'm gonna do this one. Purple. Ayla, we gone did done pro. Thank you so much, Ayla, for helping out the bunker. Ayla. Oh, thank you guys. Means the world to me because to keep this show running, it's pretty expensive at this point. And I don't sit here selling you plastic crap as a sponsorship throughout the video. Oh, let me make a Takashi Murakami video, but then like 10 minutes, I'm going to try to sell you cheap trash from China in it. Ayla, here you go. Ah. Fabulous. Ayla says, sorry, Dacob, I thought I would extend the show. Oh, thank you, sweetie. So kind of you. Thank you. Oh, Terry's coming. Oh, we'll go, says Terry's. What? We'll go. No, wait, Terry just tipped again. Debbie says, we'll go. What? Why do I have to read all of that? We'll go. There you go. Oh, Terry, thank you. This one's from Kenny.
Teresa McGuire donated $5. From Kenny.
Thank you so much, Terry and Kenny. Let's add Kenny to the list. Oh, here. Here. I'm going to add Kenny. Thank you so much, you guys, for keeping the bunker afloat. So no, we don't do sponsorships, with like weird brands. So you guys are the sponsors because you help the channel survive. There you go. Here you go, Kenny. There you go, right there. Kenny! Oh man, Bubbles is turning into such a gorgeous, gorgeous fashion creature. A fashion creature. And we're living for her. We're living for her.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
Also, letting you already know, we're going to do something in the next after show. So if you're a tier 2 member or a tier 2 patron, you get access to the after show, right, on the weekend. So when we do the next one, it's going to be on the weekend. And I have these Chanel cards that I want to play with you. Well, it's a very simple game, but this is something that we can do in the after show. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it interactive, like with the chat, but it's going to work. So I'm going to be lifting it. It's going to be interesting. So anyway, just, join the after show, become a tier 2 member or a patron. And then in the after show, we can play cards. We can play them. We can do this. We can play. This is... I actually voiced over all the Maria Callas scenes for Angelina Jolie. No, I didn't. Can you believe? Did we do Dying Ferret already? Yeah, I'm Dying Ferret.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Period. You best believe. Dying Ferret. Not a single Oscar nomination for my girl. I know. Travesty. But you know who deserves an Oscar? Have you guys seen the latest commercial that just dropped yesterday? Cher. Cher for Uber Eats. Now, I know Cher already won an Oscar. Justly so. But her ad for Uber Eats is amazing. Like, an ad that good comes once in a blue moon. It's so good that I watch it in loop. It's that good. It's that good that I watch it in loop. So basically, it's on YouTube. You can check it out. Oh, SEG Productions, thank you for upgrading to Tier 2 membership. Thank you so much, sweetie. So basically, she is at home, and she's like bored at home, and she's like humming, and she's dressed up in her Turn Back Time outfit, and she's like, na, 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 na. She's like just, trying on clothes, and all her archives are there. Gorge, whoever did the scenery, the setup, oh my God, beautiful. And then she's bored and she orders a time machine from Uber Eats, which Uber Eats apparently doesn't only deliver food, it delivers also time machines now. Okay, so the time machine arrives, it's glowing all blue. She lifts it up, she types into the machine 1980, but we don't see her type the date. So she mistyped it probably. And she's transported back in time. And she's like looking around herself. She's like, this is not the 1980s. And she's basically in the 1680s. She went back, way back. And the people, there's like peasants in a village. Their teeth are rotting. And they look at her. And oh my God, this is Cher. She's so delicious. She manages to make fun of herself in such a healthy way, like other stars would never do because they're so insecure. Not Cher. She's super secure of herself. And she's like looking around. She's like, what's going on? And the people find her and they're like, this old lady without teeth, with like dirty makeup, like a hag comes to her and she's like, she looks young and old at the same time. She's a witch. And Cher says, I'm not a witch, I'm an icon. Because she's strong enough. She's like, I'm an icon. I'm not a witch, I'm an icon. And then they catch her, and then they have a whole trial, and they adjudicate her a witch. And now she's tied to the stake. They're going to burn her to the stake. Okay, she's all tied up, but still looking fabulous. She looks to the side. All of the peasants of the village are like, burn her, witch, witch. But we hear the music, I can turn back time in the background. It's so hilarious. And she looks at one of those peasants and he stole her boots. And she's like, and he's a guy, so he's a gay guy, right? She's like, are you wearing my boots? She's all tied up. She looks like towards us and she's like, this is so ridiculous. And that's the end of the commercial. And I hope there's a part 2 where somebody saves her. I don't know, but that commercial it was a much needed sense of humor in these dark times. It was a much needed joke. It was a much needed sense of relief. Divine. I mean, whoever came up with that concept, the timing and her comedic timing, how she acts it out, man, it made me, long for all those past times when Cher was acting on the regular, in the 80s and the 90s. She was all over the place. She really wanted that Oscar real bad. She was in so many movies. I wish she would act more. She's just incredible, an incredible actress. So anyway, I am obsessed with that ad.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
Totally obsessed. And then I say, I just wish it wasn't Uber Eats. It could have been any other brand. You know what I mean? Like she would have nailed this concept with any other brand. It didn't have to be Uber Eats. And also the ad doesn't make me want to order with Uber Eats at all. Just FYI. I just love the ad. Mahora says, I love how nonchalant she is. She's so nonchalant. So nonchalant. She gives 0 FUCKs. That's how cool she is. That's how cool she is. I love Cher. Adore her. Jason Petrita says it's such a clever ad. What an icon. What an icon. And the ad is super clever. I watched that ad and then I look at, something like the House of Gucci and I want to tell the starlet, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Happy Lunar New Year, everybody. Where's Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda, are you going to say Happy Lunar New Year to everybody? Or are you going to be cha-cha? You're transparent completely. Hit it, baby.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Don't eat the Birkin. He chews on everything, but he did not chew on the Birkin. The Birkin is safe and sound. Oh, a round of applause for our co-host, the Birkin. Or to express my love in the facial expression of Stella McCartney. Now, how did she do?
Very sexy.
Can we have Stella one more time in the thing? Where is she? Oh no, Stella has been deleted. Really? How is she gone already? I see. Oh, there's no. Weird. Oh, Stella is gone. Bless her soul. Well, anyway, no, I see. You guys. No, I see her on my end. Because like she's like, what did she do? Okay, everybody. I hope you had a lot of fun today. Okay, thank you, Stella. God, difficult to smile that way. Must be all the veganism. Had a great time. I really needed to cheer up. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Says Terry. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you loads. Subscribe, you guys. Let's get to 100K. It's been 10 years. It's not like I'm sitting here since 2 months, privileged, got all the subbies in 2 months. No, bitches. It's been 10 years. Can we get to 100K before YouTube decides to not give out the plaques anymore? Love you so much. Thank you, YouTube algorithm. You are a kind and gentle algorithm. Birkin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. We love you, YouTube. We love you, YouTube algorithm. You are a kind and gentle algorithm. Love you loads. Have a wonderful rest of your week. See you on the weekend. Never give up on love. Bye. Mwah.